What is up, NCL, and welcome back to another Power Rankings episode. We are here in the NCL podcast stage with both Harris and Mystery.
What the fuck is up, party people? My name is Mystery, and I am so glad to be back. Harris, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty alright. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
Very awesome, very awesome. All right, well, we're going to be starting with D2, and we're just going to hop right in. Not going to be super formal with it since it is just a pod. We got people listening, so let's just get right into it. Mystery, you can take us off.
Yeah, so two of the three of us have Rapid Flames as the worst team in D2, so I think we can start there. Rapid Flames. We have Terra Annihilate, Darkrai, Zygarde 50, Jirachi, Milotic, Tapu Bulu, Terra, Moltres, Scolipede, which we'll get to that. Mega Manetric, Terra Basculin, and Knucklestack. Well, first off,
this first to me. Like,
let me start this one, and then Harris, you can rip it as far as you'd like. But Scolipede has finally been drafted. It only took 7 seasons of NCL and us lowering it 2 points every season for it to finally make it onto a team. It's still not good at 7 points, but at least it's not like, fucking 13 like it used to be. I don't know. I don't like this team really at all. There's no synergy. It's basically just if Terra Annihilate can win. That's I don't know. That's kind of it. I don't think this team functions like as a team. It's just a bunch of Pokemon. Yeah, that's it.
this team is just filled with mons that I just don't like, or just I don't think work together as a team. The speed control of this team is something else to comment on. Like Darkrai, okay, that's like decent. It's like a decent Pokemon as a whole. I've really seen it used in leagues too much because most leagues don't even allow it. But Darkrai seems like a fine Pokemon from the few that I have. And the other forms of speed, Scolipede and Mega Manetric, which are both not good.
Not real Pokemon.
Scolipede is terrible, and Mega Manetric cannot hit a ground to save its life. Like you might have unironically even better getting regular Manetric and making it Terra. Oh wait, it doesn't have Terra Blast. So okay, but at least you can get those Terra Ice boosted Ice Fangs, and that would be better coverage at this thing, which is kind of an insane thing to say. I don't really like Milotic as a bulky water in this gen, especially with APB recovers. I feel like it's one of the Pokemon that actually benefits from losing that PB recover a lot, since it does it pretty often. I would say. And its rockers are questionable because Jirachi is the best one, and then it goes to Annihilate and Knucklestack.
I forgot Annihilate even got it. I was thinking it was only a Jirachi and Knucklestack.
Big Scolipede with spikes, though.
Oh, alert the presses. It could lead
good
spikes.
Good to know Scolipede's best role as a suicide lead. I think that's very, very interesting. His breaking potential is actually not completely awful because stuff like Choice Band, Zygarde, and Bulu are okay at it, but Bulu has a struggle being if Bulu's your primary breaker, then you're probably already messing up in that regard. Actually, kind of like the Moltres pick for this team. I think Moltres is a pretty cool Pokemon. Kind of wish it was Terra over this Tapu Bulu, but
yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing is that there's pieces on this team to kind of rebuild it a little bit. Like you said, Moltres isn't bad. I don't hate Jirachi, but whatever. And then the top two is good. But you need a new electric. You need a new water. You need to get rid of Scolipede and get as far away from it as possible. You need to get rid of Zygarde. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. James, you did not have this last though. So what did you like a little bit more than who was it? It was
Battle Hunts.
Battle Hunts, right? Yeah. What did you like a little bit more than Battle Hunts' team? Or was it just more or less changeable for you, where they're both just?
No, it's because
they were very. They were. That's true. Jirachi is here. They were very interchangeable. I just felt like this team can actually win games through Annihilate and pivoting probably into Annihilate and the Darkrai. Plus, the Annihilate can definitely just win games for them, especially in a D2 setting. So I like that. Obviously, there's a lot of pieces and stuff missing here that I don't love. I completely agree with. I don't see the reason Bulu doesn't make absolutely any sense here unless he's trying to Terra Steel a lot with Annihilate or something. I don't know. Zygarde doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. And then I am very much on the agree that I don't love Milotic in this generation with the Recover PP nerf, because it just doesn't do the things you want it to do anymore, which is just sit there to spam Scald and Recover, and possibly Toxic as well, and then flip turn out. I think pivoting into an Islape is okay. I just am scared because this Jirachi feels like it's going to have 8 bajillion move syndrome every single game that it comes to.
Forcing Jirachi to be a rocker is absolutely going to do that, because this team doesn't have good enough rockers to, like, Knuckle Stack's not coming to, what, more than, at most, 3 games, and probably more like 1 or 2. And then Nilape doesn't really want to bring rocks all that often, so it's basically just...
And then, plus, if you're just bringing Scolipede every week to Suicide Spike, then it's just going to be...
You're playing with 5 Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give this team this, like Annihilate plus like Hazard Stack is like one of the best Pokemon at doing so, because you can get Rapid Spin on it, and if you default, you just do a Defiant Boost. So that's like pretty cool, but I don't know why Scolipede was the spiker of choice to do so, and I don't know why Jirachi was the best rocker of choice to do so.
Why was Zyker at the ground with that type of build? Why? Like, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, we can move on. This team definitely needs a lot of changes. Not one of the best one, but we already talked about it. Battle Hunts would be, I believe, up for everybody next.
And I hated this team, so
yeah, yeah, Battle Hunts would be next. So how are we feeling? Battle Hunts.
Delete the bottom 7. like.
Okay, so let me read it out for the people that are just listening as well. We have Chiyu, Lando T, Terra Salamence, which is really good, Melmetal, Gengar, Tangrowth, Kleavor, Azumarill, which that's kind of crazy too, Electabuzz, Terra Ice-Q, and Mega Banette. I'm sure all the Mega Banette lovers, yep, I can already see them in the chat, already going crazy.
All 2 of them.
They're 2 strongest soldiers, Sky and Times. But yeah, I love Terra Salamence. I know Theo was interested in getting this Pokemon because he's really, really cool. Kind of like the same vein-ish as D-Knight, but he's strong, has Intimidate and Moxie as abilities. I really do like the top 4, and like Tangrowth's fine. Kleavor's a cool Pokemon. James, I know your Gengar's absolute strongest soldier. There's no one else around you. You're leading the battlefield, but I don't love Gengar here. But
Gengar's biggest hater.
It's also his fastest Pokemon, which is 110. And that's a problem. If like Chiyu and Gengar are realistically like kind of having the same role as like a special breaker, and then you just don't have speed on this team. Azumarill's cool to see, but I don't know if this is the team for it. You're pretty offensive, and your defense isn't amazing.
So this is I hate Gengar on this team. I will say that. I absolutely hate it. It doesn't make any sense. Why, like, the biggest thing when you're drafting offensive Pokemon is why would you draft an offensive Dark and a Ghost? They do like the same thing. I don't know. It just feels kind of... I mean, maybe he has Gengar here to break fairies, I guess, but you have a Melmetal, so I don't know. Like, I don't understand its role here at all. Tangrowth feels a little passive on this team. I don't know. I don't love it on here. I don't think it does a whole lot. I would wish that this slot was filled with a more defensive fairy, or not fairy, a more defensive water than Azu.
Honestly,
maybe even... Yeah, yeah, that's true. I think the Gengar Tangrowth slot doesn't make a lot of sense. Kleavor is fine, and then, like you said, there's like no good speed. Like, it's gonna be Scarf fucking Chiyu and then DD Salamence every week, and I just feel like this Gengar has no purpose. And then it feels like Tangrowth's gonna come to a bunch of games and do nothing. It's gonna be one of those like 0-7 Tangrowths.
Yes. I literally wanted to say this. I'm like, this is the most 1-6 Tangrowth ever, and you said, oh, I like fucking exactly. Okay, I'm not counting Ice-Q as 130 without the fucking helmet on. No, that does not count. Ice-Q is fucking 3 points. It doesn't count. And you have to do something to get to that speed. It's not real speed.
You get speed. You get speed when it dies. Like,
exactly, true.
That's not speed.
Harris, how do you feel about this team? Like, what do you like first, and then
okay,
because he is new. To be fair to everybody here, Battle Hunt, this is his first like actual draft, so we do have to give him, you know, a little bit of leeway that, you know, obviously he needs to work on it. But yeah, Harris, what do you like about this team?
I mean, I'll give him his top four as they're just all solid mons. I'm a big fan of Terra Salamence. It just has a lot of stuff going for it. With it's like probably 75% of Dragonite's potential in a sense, because Salamence is just like a really threatening DD user with Moxie, and it's like really hard to stop. And it has like a lot of tools to assist Dragon Dance sets or even breaking / defensive sets. If you want like a defensive set, you can run Terra Water, Fairy, or Steel, and just like roost and just like defog and throw out moves and stuff like that. Or if you want a Dragon Dance set, funny enough, Salamence does get. I've seen Iron Defense Dragon Dance Salamence with a mono attacking move. That set's also pretty cool. And there's just a lot that Salamence can do as a breaker and sweeper, and I think that's a really cool pick. Landers T and Melmetal are just kind of, generally speaking,
Good Pokemon.
good Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Chi-Yu is also just like a pretty threatening breaker. My problem with this is I don't think this is a well-supported Chi-Yu team. Because, in my opinion, Chi-Yu teams want momentum. And this team's momentum are Landers T and Electabuzz. Okay?
Whoa, Cleavor's right there.
Cleavor's right there.
Don't hate.
Okay, that's not a mon. I'm just kidding. Cleaver's like a decent mon, but the momentum could be better in a sense. I'm of the opinion that Terra Chi-Yu, like of Terra List Chi-Yu, is not as great, but like it'll probably be fine because like no Roaring Moons were drafted and stuff like that. So even though there are a couple of Hydreigons that can kind of help wall it, and some teams will just be able to outpace it with natural speed. But yeah, you're right about the speed being relatively slow. And like the rockers are okay. Like I kind of wish Landers T didn't have to rock for this team other than Cleaver every week. Because if Cleaver comes to nest a rocker just by virtue of its one move, but it just kind of doesn't free up too many roles for a Cleaver-less team. James is Gengar's biggest supporter. I'm Gengar's biggest hater. Yeah.
You're on the other side of the battlefield.
My God.
Yeah, I do not like Gengar. I think is the epitome of a mon that just doesn't do enough for my liking and will usually die in return and stuff like that. So most teams can usually like easily trade with Gengar from my perspective, and it just kind of doesn't have.
Sorry, you can finish. I have something to say afterwards, though.
It just doesn't have the luxury of being like incredible, like as fast as I'd probably want it to, or as strong as I'd want it to for a Pokemon as frail as it is. I know crazy things to say, but here we are in Gen 9, where power creep is ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's just how I feel about the mon.
I used to be on the Gengar side of the conversation, mostly because I saw how good it did for James in what was that, season 2, right?
Yeah.
I used to be like I was on the field with James. I can't lie, I was on the battlefield. I've taken a complete 180. Spectre is fucking awesome, especially if you're good at EVing, even without Terra. And then Gengar, like you said, it's just not quite fast enough to make up for how frail it is. I do think it's strong enough, but the momentum on this team does not support Gengar or Chi-Yu well enough. So that'd be what I would look into. Taylor also said that Battle Hunts does plan to overhaul this team. And that's the nice thing about NCL is that we do allow 11 transactions through 2. You can do it like within 2 different intervals, so like 7, 4, however you want to do it. But you have options to change this team. So I'd like to see what you do. Not to the best team ever, but I don't think it's the worst one. So
one thing to comment on, Terra Ice Q is definitely interesting. It does get Terra Blast, so that is something. And because this is Legacy, we'll have access to Hail plus No Scapes shenanigans, which is gonna be something. Also, Mega Banette sucks. Had to add that in before Dr. Skyler say anything.
Wait, is Ice Q in the Paldea decks?
I think it has. I think I've seen it use Terra Blast before, but maybe I'm lying. So, like,
hold on. Theo just put in the chat fighting about Gengar, James and Harris. It's a good picture, Theo. Thank you. I'll see if I can flash this on the screen. I'm not sure if it'll work. Hopefully this shows up. If it doesn't, I'll kind of paste it over in the video. It's fine.
I hate this.
Yeah. So we can head on to the next one where we all actually agree. We have Rose coming in next, which I believe is what? Work It Mama, the team name, which I'm sure is making Taylor rage. Yeah, so for everybody
Okay.
that's just listening, the team is Kieran Black, Zamazenta Crowned, Zapdos, Tapu Fini, Tinglu, Terra Cerulege, which maybe you want to put this team a lot higher, but Terra Screamtail, Terra Titan, Aurorus, Rampardos, and Crocolore.
Okay, I gotta say one thing before anyone goes. Good God, the transaction saved it from being last so hard.
Oh yeah,
like,
easily.
so ridiculously hard. It was easily the worst team in the league, like without transactions. Like, oof. Okay, go ahead. Like, or do you want me to start this off? Like,
Yeah, you can start it off. I think me and James, James, you'll take the net. I'll go last. You can take it after Harris, but Harris, you can lead us off. What do you think?
okay, well, I'll just go off what comes to my head first. It has two pretty good rockers, and Tinglu and Screamtail, and Aurorus and Rampardos do not count. They are not rockers. They are not Pokemon.
Bro, they're
to be
rock
frank.
types. What do you mean?
Anyway, so this team has 7 Pokemon because I don't like Titan and below personally, but
Right there with you.
yeah, because Rampardos is not a Mon, Aurorus is also not a Mon, and Crocolore, there is no chance you were bringing this into any matchup that's Cerulege just not also coming, in my opinion. Terra Cerulege is definitely like one of the greater upsides of this team with very high in the Mon. I don't really know what Screamtail is doing as a Terra, but it's like okay, I would suppose. It does have some like really hard hitters, obviously, like Kieran Black and well, just Kieran Black because Rampardos is slow as shit.
Bro, Zama's right there. Stop being a hater.
I guess some is like it's speed for this team, which I think is pretty cool. And for what it's worth, I do think the team can actually like break for Zama like decently. I'm just still not a big fan of the Pokemon. It's 128. It's 128 base speed, I believe. So Zama does offer a decent amount for this team. Zapdos is just cool as a defogger. I don't really get Feeny on this team personally, but it's fine. I would say.
I think it helps with like Zama can set up easier and not get statused, or Tinglu is as weak to Toxic, I guess. Or like Terra Cerulege can't get burned by a Scald because this is Legacy, so everybody's got their moves. But overall, it's just like a one like itself on the team. I don't think it's great, personally.
Yeah, I mean, I think this team's hardest hitter is KB, and then it kind of drops off. I think Zama is like kind of fake breaker because it just doesn't have like the power that you want it to. And Cerulege's breaking potential is mostly through setup and along with Feeny. And like teams can like annoy Zapdos, I guess. But so Titan is like okay. I just don't see any matchup where you want to break with it over like KB or Cerulege personally. And I also think it excels most in Hail. But the Hail setter is a fucking Aurorus, so like it's
Also, just a question in chat, Arc. Yes, these teams are based on the just team, or like the rankings are just based on the team, not skill level. It says that on the power ranking doc itself. So yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah. Also, as Pickle just said, this is the triple Ice God Squad. If you're gonna triple up on a type, I'm not sure Ice is the one you want, but yeah.
Kind of relying on your fairies just being Cerulege and Crocolore, to be frank. I wish this team had a poison type because its poison is Toxic Spike's answer is Feeny. And I'm not joking. Like that is actually its Toxic Spike's answer, for the most part, which is kind of bad if you, kind of bad for Tinglu and Screamtail in particular, in most instances. So that's pretty interesting.
Jam, what do you? Oh, sorry, Harris. I thought you were done.
Yeah, fairy type's also a proven issue because Cerulege and Crocolore are problems for that as well. So problems to not have a poison or anything like that. So go ahead.
Yeah, James, you got this. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't think these Pokemon work very well together. It's just like I get the feel for it, but I feel like kind of what Harris said. This is one of the like I've been coming around a lot on the term like fake speed, not necessarily just in Pokemon, but in teams too. Like you can have a Mon that's very good speed tier.
A Silgor, Theo, listen.
Or like a Mon that usually can be a good speed tier for a team, but like for this team, like just the way Screamtail wants to be run, I mean, you're not really hitting that 111. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be really wanting to invest a whole lot in speed, especially since like it's going to want to help support Tinglu and maybe Finny as well. And I get why he's here for Wish Pass and stuff, but I mean, you doubled up on a lot of typings that I just don't know if it has use for. Zapdos feels like it has to be defensive a lot just to help pivot into KB and Zama. Cerulege is the actual saving grace, I think, for this team because this is what gives you like your setup sweep potential. Um, I would rather a lot more pivoting because the only pivoting I see right now is what Zap does. Is that the only pivot?
Yeah, I think you're right. Unless does the Titan get U-turn?
No.
So that's it. It's just that. That's wow. I honestly want to put this team 11. That's really bad.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed was the pivoting on it. I don't like that at all, and it feels like you're gonna have to hard swap Zama in, hard swap KB in, hard swap non-Terrid or Terrid up Cerulege, depending on you. You just have to play this team so precisely because of like the glaring weakness and holes is in it, and I think that I think you can honestly just drop your last 5 and possibly get
Or
rid
at
of
least
one of.
untear to Screamtail. Like,
Yeah, I
or just
agree.
get rid of it because it doesn't do anything for this team. You have a
That's
Phoenix.
exactly what I'm
that's
saying.
here.
I don't understand. Or get rid of
Like,
the Finny and get a different water.
You could use a
like keep
poison
one
on
of them
this
and get
team.
rid of them. I agree.
get a rocker other than Tinglu. Because no, I'm not counting Auroras and Rampardos.
Oh, that's why Screamtail's here. It's the rocks.
Yeah, okay.
Also, yeah, Zai's asking why would Titan get U-turn? Dog, everything gets U-turn. All right, except for everything on this team. Rampardos, when does he get a U-turn? That'd actually be kind of clean for him.
It would not help him. He was too slow.
But yeah, this is. The more I look at it, the worse I feel about it. I kind of want to put it 11, but well, obviously it's already a little too.
We're just gonna keep our rankings as a law. Like,
yeah. Next up would be Okami, because 2 of the 3 of us have it there. So Okami's is that's the wrong one.
I mean, thank God this team got rid of Terra Whimsicott. That is one thing. Because that was
Oh hell no! I gotta lead this one. Oh, we gotta say the team as well. Palafin, Terra Rillaboom, Terra Heatran, Gliscor, Sneasler, Latias, Terra Florges, Mega Absol, my man, Bellybolt, Komala, and Misdreavus. Yo, shout out to you for Why is everyone saying Bellybolt? Shut the fuck up. This is God. Anyone that says Belly, yeah, okay. Finally, base J Palma moment saying I hate Bellybolt. J Palma, you're the only one here I like. Yeah, Mega Absol, this is what we need to focus on. The actual good of the single point Pokemon. I don't think he's amazing here, if it means anything, because this looks like kind of what not really. A little like Palafin, Sneasler plus Terrain, and then Absol. I don't know what his role really will be on this team. However, the other Pokemon he wanted was Mega Manectric, which isn't a whole lot better.
okay. You know what? Absol's a saver. A saver here. In comparison to that mod.
James, you've gone like second or last every time. How will you lead this one off? How are you feeling about the Mega Absol God Squad?
So, I get the rules here. I don't like hate this team. Obviously, Rillaboom, Sneasler gets terrain really good. You've got like good cores around. Palafin's really good. I like the pivoting into just there's 2 really good pivoters. I probably wish there was one more. I don't super understand Absol's role here other than being a speed tier, which is what we don't want, unfortunately. I'm sorry, buddy, but that's where it was there for me. I really like Terra Rillaboom. I've been really coming around to this mon. This mon's really cool. I've been doing a lot of like research into it, and Terra Rillaboom is a very cool mon. Kinda wish that he would not have Terra'd Heatran and then maybe spent points elsewhere. I don't think it's a bad Terra, but I feel like Florges and Rillaboom use it a little bit better. And then, okay. I think Gliscor is fine here.
No, of course. No,
listen.
This fucking
I said
guy.
it's fine. I don't think it's amazing, though. I think a different ground probably would have helped.
You are
a lot
shameless.
more.
I don't know. I like this team. It's not my favorite thing in the world. For once again, Okami, I believe this is actually like Battle Hunts has played like some Instagram leagues or like whatever, like some not real leagues, but something. I think this is Okami's like actual first ever draft. So to be fair, this isn't that bad. I kind of agree with the Heatran. Don't think it needs to be Terra. Gliscor is fine. I'm just fucking with you. Latias is Harris, how do you feel about Latias? I'm not sure. Like Latias, Florges. Honestly, just
I
Latias
mean,
down. I'm not really like a huge fan. I love Absol, but I don't think he's an amazing fit here.
Latias is a Pokemon you need on like particular teams, but I think it's like fine if you can get it on like the right ones. Usually teams where it's not forced to do like breaker shit all the time, and it's just like kind of good as like a defensive utility. Which I mean, this team does have like Palafin and Rillaboom and even Sneasler, which are like really good, pretty good breakers. But like, I kind of struggle to see what I mean. It's like a secondary fighting resist, like Gliscor, a secondary ground resist, which you don't really need. You have a Rillaboom and a Gliscor. And stuff like that. It's just like it's like a fine mon as a whole. It's probably because unlike you guys, I don't like Gliscor in this team. I don't like.
I said it was
really
okay.
like
I said it was okay. I don't like it.
I
said
also
it's
said
okay.
it was so. It was just okay.
Yeah,
true.
but
You
like
should
I
just
don't
like
know.
really good beat.
I feel like this team wants to be like a super offensive team, and having Gliscor do that role is just going to not be good. It's just going to be like a fraud. Uh, you're gonna want it to do stuff that like Landers T does, but it
I was
can't.
just say who's ready for rocks, defog, U-turn, EQ like every fucking week on this class.
Yeah, because I'm just like, oh, I need a speed control. Time to run that Scarf Gliscor. Yeah, no, we're not. we're not doing. I'm a fan of like the top three. Probably didn't need Terra Heatran, but Terra Heatran's like okay, but Heatran without Terra is like pretty in my opinion. But like, it's like fine enough for this team. Terra Rillaboom, I'm thinking is going to be pretty broken in my opinion because it is one of the few Pokemon in Paldea decks with Terra Blast and also having Grassy Glide with its Legacy moveset. So you can kind of Terra it to beat pretty much all of its counters and stuff like that. So, like for example, you could tear into a fire type and beat Mega Scizor while also not risking being burnt by like Flame Body and stuff like that. Or you can tear into an electric type and beat Tornadus T and Zapdos, which is really scary for a Pokemon of Grassy Glide. Or I think one example I ran when I was helping another person with the Rillaboom draft is Choice Banded. I believe Choice Banded Terra Grass, Grassy Glide. Actually, Tukia Zapdos
Oh
or
my
something like
fucking
that.
god.
Or comes close. I know Woodhammer does like 63 minutes to it. So.
I do want to point out real quick as well. I do like the Florges pick with Rillaboom because you do get like aromatherapy, which helps for like the Zapdos matchup if you do get parried by Static or like Moltres, Flame Body, that kind of stuff. So I just want to say that that's like a decent pairing together. That he has a way to remove status. Like I do dislike when people draft Rillaboom and have no way to get rid of status on their team. Because it makes you have to run pads like all the fucking time.
I will say this: the extra add white Absols on this team instead of speed. Speed tier cannot be a reason when you have a Jet Punch Palafin, a Grassy Glide Rillaboom, a Sneasler with Terrain, and a Latias. So truly, why is it here?
Bro,
Like,
come on, man. It's a dark day, please.
like, listen, I know he's cool, but just why is he here? That's my question.
Bro, he traps the psychics that
yeah,
want to
clearly,
swap
he's
into.
he's holding down the
Sneasler.
fort for the psychics. Like.
Yeah, he's a
Hopefully.
pursuit trapper for this team. He's magic bounce, keep the hazards on the other side. You know.
Kamala is not a Pokemon. It's just not. It's not real. Yeah, you know how I say the term "not real speed." This is not real removal. You will not bring it to remove in once again.
I mean, Florges, Latias, Gliscor like should be enough more often than not.
I mean, if you wanted to tell me that you drafted Kamala for Spectre, I would probably believe you. But there's no Spectre drafted amongst D1 or D2.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, that's it for Okami. Solid. Like honestly, for a first draft, I think solid. Not terrible.
Not bored. It's like usable.
After that would be Glimpse, right? Yes, it would be Glimpse.
Please let me start this.
Sure. You know what? This started as your child. What the fuck is his team name? I can't. Where is he? What is
Haunter? I think
Haunter.
The bottom one.
Oh yeah, Haunter Milan. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Thank
Glimpse.
you. All right, let's hold on. Let me read the team, and then Harris, all you, bro. All right, Tornti, Mega Diancie, Iron Treads with Terra, Slowking Galar, Baxcalibur, Terra Low Kicks, the fucker is back, Electros, Paldean Tauros, Water, Licky with Terra. Both of those are Terra. Typhlosion, Hisui, and Quilladin.
Oh my god,
But yeah,
Glenn.
the way this was drafted originally, Ark, thank you for pointing that out. We are recording as well, Tristan. We're recording and live staging it, but it will be uploaded, I believe, on James's channel either later today or tomorrow. We have it was Torn T Glow King. All right, Harris is like my man. You know, he got my team, and then he took Mega Diancie. So Harris, all you, bro. What are you thinking?
Lance, what did you do to this team, bro? How do you have such a good first two and then ruin it? I'm not gonna count Iron Tread. Tearing it is kind of rude, but like whatever. And then you took Diancie and ruined the entire team. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not gonna elaborate on week one because this is just the power rankings unless I'm allowed to.
You can talk about it, but yeah, that's this isn't like what these aren't ranked on like how you perform in the game.
Yeah. But yeah, to say the least. Don't use Mega Diancie as a Mega Lock check. It's not. It just isn't. Like even without Mega evolving. And never bring a Jinking set like that again. Please don't. Like please don't bring a Jinking set like that again. Just like don't bring a Jinking where its strongest move to hit Mega Lock is plus. Like come on, bro. Like anyway, I mean Torn T, Iron Treads, G-King, and Vex. I'm kind of impressed you got Vex. I'm not gonna shit on low kicks. That's just on in general. So like, you know, it's like it's sadly one of the better breakers on this team, to say the least. Like, but that's what you wanted. Why is Manetric on here? Like,
Dude, everybody was gunning for Mega Manetric. This is
good God. I actually like ones like the Electros and Tauros, Paldea, Aqua, especially with Terra. Aqua Tauros is actually pretty good.
I think the water and the fire one are both really solid. Honestly, like they're both really cool. They have good stats. They both have Intimidate, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah, they both have Intimidate.
Yeah.
They both have Cud as well.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what I bought him for you here. I don't know why Licky Licky's like. What is Licky Licky supposed to be doing for this team? Like when you want Licky Licky, or like I guess a Pokemon like kind of similar to like that normal role where it's just like a catch-all Pokemon like Snorlax, for example. You wanted to just like catch all, just like check stuff that you just might randomly be weak to and stuff like that. But G-King also does that. But I don't understand why you need like Wish into like some Pokemon, because like you had G-King plus Torn T, and Treads is meant to be like a pivot type of Pokemon. It's not really meant to last around that long. If it's like if it's meant to last around that long, you want a different Steel type, in my opinion. And like you're Wish passing into stuff that doesn't really matter or need Wish pass. I guess like the most beneficial mon from is like maybe Tauros, because that actually will like be used as a pivot as well. But all the Pokemon you want to Wish pass to are pivots and stuff like that. But apart from that, your Rockers are pretty cool. Rocking is like one of the things that Diancie actually isn't total garbage at. So you know that's something to say the least. Your speed tiers, pretty cool. Your breaking potential, pretty cool. Really good removal between Torty and Iron Treads. That's probably the best you can get, if I'm being honest. Again, don't know why Treads was Terra. It has Steel Ground. That's a pretty good typing. I don't know why I wanted Terra off of it, but you know, you do you. I don't know. I'm just disappointed with the direction this shit went into. I'm sad. I'm just sad.
James,
like,
do you have anything you want to say about this team? I have like a few comments, but nothing too crazy.
I mean, I know Harris is the biggest Mega Diancie hater. I don't think it's like god awful. I think with the direction that the team went later on, it makes it look a lot worse too. So Harris can shit on it more because of just the way the team went. I agree 100%. I don't think Licky Licky has a like use here. Typhlosion's cool. Why would that not be your Terra though? I don't know why. Or even like Electros. I don't agree with the Terra choices at all, except for low kicks. And then Tauros is fine, but at the same time, it's your only water, and I don't know why you would want to Terra off of that unless you're going to pure water. I guess that's my biggest thing too, is that like I feel like the bulky water here being Tauros is a little scary. I'm fine with basically the top six. I agree 100% with Harris. He said it multiple times, but I wish Treads wasn't Terra. But the top six is fine. And then I probably would change just the bottom half. Tauros can stay if you want it to. It's fine. But I just think that like not a rehaul, but I think this team just needs like if they got rid of like Electros Licky Licky, took treads off of Terra, put it on Typhlosion, and then got like mods
Any
that
other
can help.
like other Diancie, like
Bro,
please. Like
that's what you say now until he gets like Mega Camel and you cry.
Jesus
I'll take it. I will take it. That's fire.
But yeah, I think that if you just rearrange your bottom four, barring Tauros, unless you need the points, which I don't think you will, especially if you take Terra off of treads. If you take Terra off of everything but low kicks and then reshuffle your bottom four and then re-Terra mons that you need based on that, I think this team can be really, really good.
Dude, Mega Camel, dude, that's Trick Room G King. Then Chili versus into it. That's kind of heat.
It's awful.
That's
Also,
kind of heat.
Glimpse has been like, oh, I wanted Regieleki the whole time over Electros. Bro, that wasn't helping this team. All right, I don't want to hear that.
Once this team had Feeny and Terrakion. I'm not Terrakion's, but it's okay. It's better than DNC. So
Yeah. Yeah, all things considered, I guess he did get sniped a few times, so whatever. Yeah, team's all right. Not terrible. I wouldn't say it's great though. Rough finish after a good start. After that, what do we have? We have Steph, right? Yeah, it would be Steph.
Probably Okami.
We already did Okami.
Oh wait, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So it'd be
yeah, we can go Steph.
Steph is next. Okay.
I'd probably rank highest. So.
I mean, it's Rain. That's, we kind of did this to Buxton. Where every time when he drafted Rain, we would just say like, well, it's Rain, and we wouldn't really go into it, super in depth because it's Rain. Walking Wake on Rain is interesting. Oh, I should say the team. Terra Coco, Walking Wake, Basket Legion, Terra Pelipper, Ferrothorn, Mega Swampert, Uxie, Gudra, Golduck, Torracat, and Vespiquen.
Okay. I have to say one thing.
Sure.
Not even as a team comment. This is advice. Get rid of the bottom four. Change those. I don't see what they do for this team at all. One of my biggest problems with this team, it does not have a dark type at all.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really not good into this dark type, and its only fairy is Ferrothorn because Torracat's not a Pokemon. So get a point.
Whoa! Torracat is fucking awesome. Don't hate on him.
Torracat is not a dark type.
No, I'm not saying he's a dark type, but he's a good low tier. I like Torracat. That's my guy. Yeah, Torracat is based. Thank you. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Torracat is based. I want to see some ones. Yep. Here we go. Oh, Sky, you're getting banned. I swear to God.
Good job, Tyler. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, definitely picking up a dark would help, but Walking Wake on Rain is interesting because your fire moves are weakened. You do, your Hydro Steam is still boosted, obviously. But, Walking Wake probably prefers to just be on Sun, funnily enough. Terra Coco is really cool. Terra Pelipper, I think, is really, underrated. People are like, oh, what does it do as a tier cap? If you can not be weak to rocks and you can run Damp Rock, that is fucking great. And the weeks where Coco doesn't really have, anything specifically it wants to do with Terra, I think Pelipper's a fine backup Terra Captain.
It's time for respect Terra Water Pelipper.
True. But, it's Rain. Basket Legion's really, switching into Walking Wake and Basket Legion with Rain, I'd rather jump in front of a bus, so, shout out to Steph. I think the bottom four is, whatever. You probably could get rid of Gudra and fill it out a little bit more.
Get rid of Gudra, I mean, I kind of wish it still had Terra Floatzel on it, but whatever,
Yeah, but if you're gonna, before he had Uxie, he had one, I guess he has Swamp,
Yeah, any dark type over Gudra is fine. Any poison type, and Gold. I'd probably get rid of Gudra.
You know what this team needs? Mega Absol. Make the trade. Wait, hold on. Here, you Swamp.
No, it does not. No, it absolutely does not.
I'm so biased. I'm sorry. I'm shameless like James.
Regular Absol Rain.
James, how are you feeling about the squad, or is it just
ready
Rain?
for this hot take? It's
no.
just Rain.
Oh, bold.
Spicy.
Yeah, I agree. What disappoints me about it is that I thought this was one of the cooler Rain teams that I've seen. Usually Rain teams don't excite me. I just look at it and go, wow, it's Rain, with a broken Pokemon on it. But I thought it was really cool with the Terra Coco, Terra Pelli, and then I'm really excited to see Walking Wake. I wish he would just fill it out more. I agree. I think a poison type would be really, 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 really great here, especially if you Terra out of flying typing on Pelipper. Fucking Toxic Spike can be brutal for this team.
That's fair. Yeah.
Um, so it'd be really, really nice if he could get
He needs a Alolan Muck, poison and dark type. There you go.
That'd be cool.
Bam.
I
That's the
mean,
one.
That
you
actually be
probably
nice.
want another. You probably want another fairy resist as well if you do that. But yeah,
At that point, keep the fucking Torcat. Like,
Yes. Yes. He's awesome.
but yeah, Alolan Muck wouldn't be awful. That'd be kind of cool if you get rid of like Gudra Golduck. I also hate Golduck. Look at him.
Whoa, he gets nasty.
That's a
Plot now.
red goat.
He gets nasty plot. All right, but yeah, it's rain. We're not gonna spend too much time on that. After that, I think is Koinu. Yes, because Koinu's these two. So Koinu, you were in the
Oh, boy.
chat right now. Where are you? Azalea Zoroas. So the team is Chien-Pao, Mega Lop, Iron Moth with Terra, which we just saw absolutely obliterate Glimpse, Hydreigon, Corviknight, Sylveon, Slowking, Mudsdale, Terra Raichu, Grotle, and Muck. My goodness.
James is Grottle's biggest soldier.
He's here. You can't talk shit about Grottle. You can talk shit about anybody else in your life. I don't care. Talk shit about Weavile. You can talk shit about Jirachi, but not my guy Grottle. He's here. Look at him. He's holding the fort down.
I don't know what you need the necessarily like the ground. Like you have fucking Corviknight, Mudsdale, Hydreigon's off the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
He's
I
here
will
for
say
the
this.
lunch money.
yeah, I will say this. I know I say Unmon a lot. I'm gonna spare Muck because it's a one.
no, you know what? I'm coming around on Muck. He's kind of good.
Coming around on Muck, yeah.
However, I think the two Unmons on this team for me personally are Corviknight and Mudsdale. I do not like either. I think Mudsdale is a fake ground. I think you can get any other grounds, and I think it will do its job better. Personally, I think Mudsdale is not really great at what it does. I think it just doesn't have enough longevity. It's cool with Sylveon, I guess, but I don't know. I just don't like Mudsdale, and I especially don't like Corviknight. I don't think Corviknight checks anything reliably, personally. Like, it doesn't beat Kartana, it doesn't beat Lander's T, especially because it gets taunt now. It doesn't beat Lander's T and stuff like that.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
really
think about that. Yeah, that's true.
It's okay at defogging. I mean, it's probably this team's best defogger other than Hydreigon.
I did not say I was coming on Muck. That is not what I said. I said I was coming around on Muck. Wait, that doesn't even sound much better. But
that's not much better, brother.
bro.
Yeah. Speaking of rockers, the rockers are Mudsdale and Hydreigon.
Yo.
And
Wait, and
Hydreigon is
Grottle.
surprisingly
And Grottle.
better at this, too. Oh wait, Grottle.
Respect Grottle.
Okay, yeah. Hydreigon and Grottle are this team's best rockers. So,
Let's go. He has a role.
So yeah, this team actually has some pretty solid breaking potential. Terra Iron Moth is actually like a pretty nice breaker. Like this team will shit on offense with Chien-Pao, Lop, and Iron Moth, and even Terra Raichu in the back. And kind of wish Hydreigon could have been Terra, but points are a thing, so it's like fine. Also, I believe Terra Hydreigon's like in the high 20s and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a really good Terra captain. So
I'm not much to say about this. I like the top four. Sylveon and Slowking are okay. I think Slowking's kind of fraudulent, but it's not the worst. I don't like Mudsdale and Corviknight. Bottom three are okay. Grottle gang.
Grottle gang. Let's go.
gang.
I agree with. Oh, you go ahead.
No. This team is a bunch of your guys, so all you.
I think Terra Raichu is really cool. It gets Terra Blast. You can do things with it. But I actually agree with Harris a lot. I actually really hate Mudsdale on this team. I feel like this team loves momentum, and Mudsdale just completely stops all momentum in its tracks.
Agree with
like
that.
It just completely walls exactly what you're trying to do it. So I feel like it's kind of working against you almost. So I'd rather you have a different ground. I'm meh about Corv. Harris can hate it, and I understand why, the points he makes towards it. I think it's okay on certain teams, and I don't know. I think it's just okay here. I don't think it's anything needle bending. But I don't like Mudsdale. If you were able to get rid of one of I don't know. I think your 4 can get swapped around.
Your
like
four
that
what?
middle four. Sorry,
Oh,
the middle
okay.
four right there. I feel like those can get swapped around for other Pokemon, and this team could be like really, really, really good. Um, but I love the top four. I understand why the Hydreigon is not Terra. Like he said, it's like a point kind of cap thing. But maybe you can possibly save points if you were able to get stuff. But the only thing I hate is just like that middle four feels like it's just there for typings, which I don't
It's
like
super
too
passive
much.
on a. It's kind of a passive middle four in what is otherwise a pretty offensive team. So if you
Yeah,
made those four like a little bit more proactive, I think you can do something with them.
I agree
So
100%. Yeah.
Theo's just killing it with the meme game today in the chat.
yeah, you really love reading Growling to the lunch table. So, like,
Growl getting passed around more than a. Actually, I can't say that on YouTube.
He's
Um,
on my team. What do you mean? I'm the one that TFs him.
um, yeah, I completely agree with James. I thought his best point was the Mudsdale is like such a momentum stopper for this team. Like everybody else can pivot. It feels like, obviously other than like Chen Pao, but he doesn't want to. He wants to just fuck shit up. Um, but like the rest of this team wants to just get around everybody else, get Terra Iron Moth and get Lop um, get Hydreigon, all that kind of shit. So I think if you could maybe find a ground that just doesn't feel as like stagnant and as passive as Mudsdale, that'd be cool. But
All right. You ready for Shameless James?
oh no,
oh,
oh
Make a trade
Christ.
for Glayscore.
I'm done.
It doesn't help.
I'm getting out. I'm getting out.
that'll be worse.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I just woke up Cheetah and he was fast.
I don't know how you got a mon that combines Mudsdale and Corviknight. When you combine ass with ass, it's still ass.
It's
Like,
still bad. It's not great on here. I just wanted to make Mystery mad.
I just can't do it. I can't.
Woo.
I got no words for this guy anymore. He's shameless. He's shameless. All right, whatever. I'm back in the chair now. let's keep her moving. After that we have
Don't actually do that, Koinu. It's not actually better. I just wanted to make Mystery mad.
beat Sky. I think Sky is next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skylar, yeah, more or less. Like,
Okay. Sky, shout out. All right, can we... very true. Thank
wow,
you.
we're in a universe where Sky actually has like a pretty damn good team.
Yeah,
Like,
for once, this is not a bottom two team. So yeah, let's get into it. Mega Latias, Goldango, Clefable, Meowscarada, Terratoxtricity, Swampert, Arcanine, Terra Staraptor, which is cool. Dunsparce, Terragirder, of course, and Swirlix.
okay, Skylar, I gotta say this. You see what not drafting Lando I and Mega Banette does to a team? Yeah,
It's crazy. It's crazy. Don't get her started on the Banette. I can't do this. I'm not strong enough for this fight again. But
I don't got one more in me.
I don't got any more in me. It's over. I really like Terratoxtricity. I think he's a really fun mon. It's probably a little bit worse in draft than it is like just like on a ladder or whatever. Like even I know random battles isn't like a real format, but like when you can prep for Terratox, it's probably not as good, but it's still really fucking strong. And then in combo with like Goldango and Meowscarada, I think this team can pivot really well. I think it's got good rockers. It's got kind of bad removal, which is probably where I would say is like the
I would say.
Why is the Toxtricity Terra a different color?
I don't know.
I don't know if he's built like that, I guess.
Why is his blue? Wait, have they all been like that? I'm confused.
I don't think so. I don't think they have been. No, they've all been red.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
This is an Archangel
Arc, you're
moment.
fired.
Yep.
He said, "Oh."
Fraud Angel? Question mark?
Yep. Arc fraud. Yeah.
We gotta
But
calm down.
your
He's gonna
rock
delete the
setting
dog.
is fine. Your pivoting is good. You have like good cores. I like this team. If you could just get a little bit better removal at some point. I know you want to probably try Staraptor, but Staraptor is not good for a reason, unfortunately. His Terra is only what, 2 extra points? It's not like crazy, so
I don't think it's awful. It's not great. But
it's just not
cool.
like a real like team player, unfortunately. So that might be the one that has to go. But you could try for a few weeks, and if it works, great. And if it doesn't, you have like a lot of points you can move around.
I wish the Arcanine was Terra.
The team carry of this team is Bob Jr. Yes, sir.
Lil Bob, that's my guy. Yeah, I like it though. James, how are you feeling about the squad? A good Skylar team for once.
I know, and what's funny is that this looks like something I would draft. So I do like it. I think it's cool. Very, very good pivoting into like some of your bigger hitters. I really like how this team lets. Is that Mega Latias? Yeah,
Yes.
I really like how
Yeah.
it lets Mega Latias set up, which is obviously what Latias wants to do. I really like that for this team. Very much a bulky offense build. With Meowscarada to help knock things off and pivot out. I really like Meowscarada on this team. Also can be a spiker if need be, like as a fourth move kind of thing. And then Clef does Clef things. I like Goldango a lot too, to help with keeping hazards off the field as well for you, which is really cool. I like the team a lot. I really like it. Big thing I will say is when I look at this, resists are a little wonky. Like this is why I was like maybe Arcanine could have been Terra and have something different there at the Staraptor point. Just because your Scald swap-ins are just Lottie and Meowscarada, both of which don't want to get burned. Huh?
Clefable too, because Magic Guard.
Yeah, that's true. Clef's there. So I guess it's not as bad as I was thinking, but I don't know. I still think Scald's a little annoying for you, especially if they can weaken Clef and stuff a lot.
Any team where the grass is offensive and the water is Swampert, you're going to be Scald weak.
I mean,
That's fair.
I think the flying resist could be a bit better. That's just me. Like,
Yeah, I think really
Gold
Staraptor's just the one I keep looking back to. I think he's got to go at some point, but Skylar should be one of the main contenders in D2. I mean, this was I think a big surprise for a lot of people that Sky fell all the way down here. Yeah.
I do want to say before we move on. I do think Mega Latias is kind of overrated. I want to be proven wrong.
Jamal, you want to get pulled in here to defend? I see you in the chat. I don't know. And someone that used Mega Latias in FDN, it was fine. Like it was really bulky, pretty strong. But everybody's gonna throw like every bit of prep at it. Like it's gonna be the most prep for him on your team. So you really have to draft well outside of it and make sure that they do well because people are gonna throw their best stuff at it and not let it win. So I don't know.
Well, I think she built well around it though. So
yeah, I think
it's
a solid team.
It's got good stuff. I kind of wish its breaking potential wasn't through mostly set up like Common Clefable or something like that.
What do you mean? We got Tox. We got Tox right there.
But Tox is strong as shit. Staraptor, I mean, it'll get like, I guess technically speaking, it is a breaker. Just it's more like it'll get a kill and a half and then kill itself. Like,
it'll do 70 to Ferrothorn and then 90 to itself. So yeah,
this is why it should get Rockhead. Rockhead Staraptor.
That's what I said as a dude. Awesome. As a fucking kid, that was my like when I heard about Mega Evolutions, I wanted Mega Staraptor with like its own version of Rockhead. That'd have been so cool. That'd be so awesome. Okay, after that would be Monster, I think, because there's two monsters here. Yeah, it'd be Monster because Sky's there. Yep.
Monster's definitely got a monster team to say the least. Like,
yeah. A good monster team. Where is he? Terraform Torterras.
Yeah. Shout out. This is one of two Great Tusk Sandy Shocks teams. So
Of course.
I'm gonna kill myself.
So we have Great Tusk, we have Terra, Kyurem, Victini, Iron Jugulus, Sandy Shocks, Mega Aggron, Vaporeon, Hatterene, Weezing, Gogoat, and Sableye.
Great Tusk and Sandy Shocks hang out. They're homies.
The gang.
That's Jamal and Harris.
Harris, how about you start this one off? I don't have like a strong opinion. I just think there's so many good Pokemon on this team.
Yeah, I mean this team just has good Pokemon. Just like all around is like good Pokemon as a whole. Like Great Tusk is a great Pokemon. It's great removal. It can be a breaker. It can be a good rocker. But Monster has several good rockers. Great Tusk, Sandy Shocks, and Mega Aggron are some of the best rockers you could get. If I'm being honest, it's a good form of removal along with that Magic Bounce Hatterene. So kind of has a really good way of not running Boots, Kyurem, or Victini all the time and stuff like that. And it also gives freedom to Mr. Jugulus over there, which is also Terra. Terra Kyurem is definitely very interesting. I think it did a good amount of work last season, if I recall correctly. Being able to change its type with pressure stuff, or even just boosting its Ice Beams and Draco sounds like really cool. Or turning into a Steel type doesn't worry about poison. I find that really interesting.
Every league where
Okay.
Terrakirim's allowed, I see it do work, but I don't believe we had it allowed last season, right, James? I think it was banned.
Steph had it.
Oh, Steph did. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It got a decent amount of kills, I
Yeah,
think.
I love Victini. I think Victini's like a great one on this team. It definitely assists with like the red air. It definitely assists with like the breaking power even more. The one thing about this team is, I think it also has good momentum with like Jugulus, Sandy Shocks, Vaporeon, all that shit. I probably say my one thing is I wish it could be a little, but like that's about it.
A little what you cut out?
A little faster.
No, that's definitely fair. Yeah, because his fastest is what, Jugulus, right?
Yeah, Jugulus.
Yeah, which
Wait, what's Sandy Shocks?
it's like
101.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
got that Lando eye speed.
Fair enough.
That was my thing. Is like this team is like one fast Pokemon away from being like top 2. I really like this team. It's probably Chug, maybe it's Hatterene. I'm not sure. You have to just find it from somewhere. But like Aggron Vape is obviously this has been a core since like fucking Gen 6. They've complemented each other really well. Victini, really good. Terrakirim, awesome. Great Tusk. Like we said, there's just a bunch of really good Pokemon on this team. I think the low tiers are solid enough. Weezing is pretty good matchup wise.
Oh, even want. Yeah.
Hmm?
Low tiers aren't even bad. Like they're all bringable to say the least. So like,
Go-Go's got his own recovery. He can milk drink up. He can check some grounds. You know how it be. James, you got any comments? Those we could probably just move on.
I like this team a lot. I mean, I think you're gonna have like good problems to have, if that makes sense. Like, I think your good problems are gonna come like you want to bring 3 different Terras on Kyurem, Chug, and Shocks. You're gonna want to bring all 3 Terra, and you can only bring 1. But I like this team a lot. It's just speed was a thing that I was looking at as well. I think probably if you drop one of Hatterene or like something there, you could maybe get something a little bit faster to help. But like honestly, with how bulky and stuff this team is, and with like photosynthesis, cork drive sets, like if you want to run offensive, Jug, Shocks, or Tusk, you can with booster energy. So I don't think it's like scary. You have a great Scarfer and Teeny. Kyurem can be an okay Scarfer, and then you have such good bulk and stuff around you that like I don't hate that it's not the fastest thing ever. I think that this will just win games on its own just because of the quality of Pokemon you have here.
Bulky offense. All right, let's keep her moving. Next up would be Tay, everyone's favorite FBL member. Where is he? Mississippi Heatwave. We have Urshifu Single Strike. He's back with no SD. Naganadel, Rotom Wash, Terra Skeletors, Enamorous Eye, Scizor, Donphan, and then I don't want to read these because they're all ass. Sorry, Glalie. Celebi, Mega Glalie, Terra Orbeetle, and Persian. Yeah, can we get some let's fucking Glails in the chat? Can we get some Glails?
I think my simple opinion of this is the top 7 is he and the bottom 4 is garbage. Like
very much. Yeah, that's and then Sky like Sky just said, fucking why is Orbeetle Terra? Like I don't understand. What the fuck is this doing? Dude, look at all these Glails. Why not make like even Celebi? I'd rather Celebi be a Terra captain than goddamn Orbeetle.
Have Celebi be like literally any other grass. Have Glalie be literally anything else in general.
Like you have so many points to make this team better. Like get like a fucking
Orbeetle and Persian also literally be anything else.
Exactly. There's so many like this is what 12, 18 or no, Celebi's only 10. Wow, okay. I'm glad we lowered it. 16 Orbeetles, 22. So, if you keep Persian as a 1, you have 22 points for these, 3 Pokemon.
My brother, Christ, you couldn't have your second rocker be fucking Celebi. Please no. Like,
but like this top 7 is one of the best top 7s like fucking ever. Like it's really good. So it has to be this high. It's a really good team. But if you can fix these low tiers, you have the best team.
You have a free rank 1 or close to it at least. Like
who's Tay playing?
I said Tay is a free rank 1 in standings.
Oh, I think you said free week 1, like free week 1 win. Okay, no, yeah free rank 1 in power rankings. Wow. Absolutely.
Like, I don't have much else to say, honestly. Like this is a good team. Like
James, once again,
I agree. If you're gonna keep Celebi, make it at least Terra, and then get rid of your bottom three. If you're smart, you don't keep Celebi.
And still get rid of your bottom three. Like,
And still, yeah, the bottom three need to go, unfortunately. I love Mega Glalie. He's here. Glalie Pog out, but yeah, he doesn't do a fucking anything for this team. I think that, yeah, just like get some more resists and get another
Turn
rocker.
fucking Persian into like Cricketune, like a 1-point Weber, because that's all Orbeetle's gonna do for you. Then get 2 Pokemon that are not Mega Glalie and Orbeetle, and then Celebi. Like,
and get a rocker that isn't Celebi. Like, get a cheap grass.
Why don't you get rid of your bottom 4? Get a cheap grass, keep Persian, whatever. I don't care. Turn that, and then turn your Terra points into Rotom Wash and move out that way.
anything else. It cannot be Orbeetle, Glalie, Celebi, Persian. Mega Glalie won me a playoff game last season. That's because Taylor's fucking garbage. That's not because you're good.
Damn.
Omar, I'm trying to look for someone who asked. I know I didn't.
Celebi is good. Celebi is not good. Celebi is Joe Merrick, and that's all I need to know. You know what? I think we should look at some Joe Merrick tweets from the other day.
Please, me too.
All right. Anyway, we can pretty much move on. Tay, you're like fixing your bottom 4 away from being easily the best team. After that would be Jai, however the fuck you say it. Coach of the Fight to Antagonize, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, the top 6 is insane.
Yes.
And then the bottom 4 is, and the bottom 5 is.
We're noticing a running theme here of
not horrible enough to ruin the top 6, but it's still not great. But it's the top 6 is so good to the point where I don't care. So
we've got Megazam, we got Terra King Gambit, the GOAT, Garchomp, Infernape, Slowbro, Thundy T, Togekiss, Delmise, Alolan Golem, the GOAT, Kangaskhan, and Charjabug. So, I mean, Terra King Gambit is like incredible. I love this Pokemon. I think he's fucking awesome. You got Zam, who you did really well with last season again, so that's like a good sign. You're probably gonna use him well.
I think it's the top 3 in general.
It's awesome. Like, just this core in general is amazing. Infernape's just always been a good draft league on. It's fine. Slowbro, bulky water, teleport. You can get into the other boys. Great. I wish this Thundy was Terra, but I know you probably didn't have the points for it. Just because.
Yeah. Or you could have allocated those points that you spent on tucking Togekiss for some reason into it, but like.
Yeah, like if this was like a different fairy, I mean, even like I know. Actually, how do you feel about Comfey? Because I like him more than most people, but even just to save points.
Actually, if that hidden power, I just don't think it's good.
That's fair. Okay.
Like,
I like Comfey as like a low tier fairy. It's fine, but yeah. And then Delmise, it's okay. It has spin. Terra Alolan Golem. How are we feeling about the?
It's not coming. Like it is literally not coming. like if it is coming, you're only bringing it to say, "Watch me, I'll bring it," and it still won't do shit. So like
what electric is he or what steel is he trapping that he can then?
Please tell me, what steel are you trapping? You have a Chomp, a King Gambit, and an Infernape. What? And a Thunder's Teeth. What do you need to trap with this? like
I literally don't need to even trap steel. Then
what
does he even do? Hold on. We gotta get the sticker going. Hold on. Wait, do we even have that? Oh yeah, we do. What does he even do?
I mean, Kang is actually cool. I like Kang as a low tier. It's like pretty cool. So,
yeah.
Shut up.
That's also James' biggest supporter, except he supports the Mega. So like
the worst one.
Yep.
He supports the worst version of Kang. like
wow, Golem Alola won me my first
he's here.
ring.
Like he can stay, but just get rid of Golem, get rid of Delmise, and IMO. Get rid of Togekiss. But just those 3, and otherwise this team's fine. Like,
yeah, good team.
I kind of wish Chomp wasn't like the best rocker in this team because King Gambit doesn't want to rock all the time, and Golem is not real. So
what do you mean? We have bulky Infernape, the return.
Actually, that's okay. That's like okay as a rocker. It's not as bad as I was alluding it to be. Definitely get rid of the Togekiss. Definitely get rid of the Delmise and the Golem. Rest can stay. Like,
James, are you feeling the same way?
Pretty much. he went through a lot of stuff with this team and things like that. I don't hate Togue, but it's not like great here. Yeah, I don't know. You could. It's exactly what we've been saying with all teams. Drop your bottom 4 or 5 and kind of just pick up role players, and you're fine. Grab another like good rocker. I don't know what people's obsession with Delmise has been lately. All I fucking see on every team is fucking Delmise and Decidueye.
Oh,
Just get a cheap grass, dude. This shit doesn't do anything.
hey,
I don't know.
He's only 8 points. He gets recovered.
Only 8 points. That's wasted.
Bruh.
Yeah, why spend 8 points on Delmise, but you can spend like 3 or 2 on Grottle.
Exactly.
Yes,
What
that's
have
what
I
I'm
been
saying.
saying? All right, and now we have our consensus number 1. Unfortunately, I think we should just skip over it. I think everyone good to move on to D1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, skip the fraud. Like,
We have the queer hating Quilladins. Theo.
It cracks me up every time.
okay, I will say this. I don't know how you get the top 3. That feels ridiculous.
You mean the top 4? Anyway, Iron Valiant,
No, I
Mega
mean top
Scizor,
3. I mean
Dragapult,
top
Rotom Heat, Zarude, Clodsire, Terrarachnid, the GOAT, Mesprit, Wittera, the GOAT, Pterodoxbun, once again, the GOAT, and then the truest GOAT of them all, Munchlax, and then
another goat.
no,
random.
and then there's a one
Another
pointer.
goat.
Oh, random
That's
one
the
pointer.
What do you mean?
Very true. He will throw with this team. He'll find a way. This team is fucking insane. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why? Who allowed Pult to fall to round 3? You guys suck ass. Like, come on, bruh. This is so.
You guys
dumb.
like round 3 Zygarde before Pult? Come on, bro.
Does anyone remember Robert's team from season 5 where he had Mega Scizor, Dragapult, Ashgren, and Rotom?
Yeah.
He basically
I
replaced
will
Ashgren
know
with
that,
fucking
boss.
Iron Valiant.
Like,
And then, if anyone knows Theo, they know how much he tries to fit Arachnid onto every team, or at least he used to. And I would always
All
have
I'm saying
to
is-
tell him to stop. And now he has Terrarachnid that's actually really good.
all I'm saying is I'm glad Munchlax is in a mousehold. So like, infinitely makes his team better. Like,
I remember the Terra Mousehold.
I don't want to remember the Terra mousehold. Like,
It was good. It was not good. Shut up, Theo. But yeah, this team is fucking awesome. Like, it covers all the bases. He's got good hazard setting. He's got good removal. Really good pivoting. He's strong
Really
as
good
fuck.
speed.
I think his defense is like possibly a little exploitable, but even then, I still think he has a bunch of options. He's got good Terra captains. Other than the fact that none of his Terra captains are like high tiers, if you want to like make that complaint, but even then,
Why do you need Terra high tiers when you have Valiant, Scizor, Dragapult?
yeah, that's kind of the thing.
He also spent all of his points on that shit too. So I mean, I completely understand not having high T tiers.
He went and got like value Terra captains like Arachnid. I really loved. He was my favorite mon last season. I'll be honest. He was awesome.
I can say without a doubt, all the mons are usable. Even Rotom Heat. So
Fuck
like,
off.
we'll take-
All right, he's like the 4th best Pokemon on this team. Fuck off.
I'm joking. Amolga that is only coming to Torn and it's never being brought to life.
It doesn't even need to come to Torn. He's terrible. I don't understand.
Olga's here. You guys are just hating. Don't let them gaslight
I
you.
hate you. All right. Now we can move on to D1. We can finally reveal our D1 rankings. And
Okay,
here
are we going top to bottom or bottom to top?
We'll do bottom to top again.
All right.
Which means
Omar.
your Fraud Watch. You're back.
Yes. Yeah, speaking of frauds, this team is terrible. My God, like, it is so awful.
Omar found a
the
way
one-
to. No. Hold
only
on. We have to read the team, and then I want to say one thing, Harris. Then it's all you, bro. All right, you got this.
All right,
Chiyu, Endot, Latios, Clefable, Mega Beedrill, Slowking, Decidueye, Orthworm, Vikavolt, Passimian, and Greedent. Now, how did you find a way to get no Terra Captains while also looking like you didn't spend about 25 of your points? Now, Harris, this is all you. Take it away.
Yeah. So I don't know how you managed to get absolutely 0 Terra caps. That is very questionable. I said this earlier. Your bottom 7 are terrible, awful. Like, none of them are good. Like, I know Mystery is Mega Beedrill's biggest supporter, and Jamal's Earthworm's biggest supporter. But the problem is those are the two and only fairy resist on the team.
Yeah.
Not even Terra can save you because you don't have a Terra. So
His only flying resist on the team, Orthworm. The only fairy resist on the team are Beedrill and Orthworm. Yeah, so that's great.
yeah,
That's,
Earthworm, bro, Earthworm doesn't even have that big of a back to carry.
Earthworm is also the only rock resist.
Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, this Orthworm, bro. All right, we're pulling up the Jimmy Butler picture again. I'm gonna have to do it. Bent over, just passed out. Like, bro, he cannot do this. This is not it. He's not built for this. He has 8 points. Like, and forget Shedtail ever. Like, he has to keep his health.
I'm just like, bro, you're treating Earthworm like it's a fucking Arceus Steel. It is not. He is not him. Like he is not. He is not like that. Like
He's not that
he is
guy.
cool, but he's not like that. Like
this isn't his battle. This isn't. It's Orthan time. It is not Orthan. It's gonna be Orthan time after he swaps into like one Brave Bird and then one fairy move and then one fly. Like, he can't do. This isn't his. It's not his fault. Honestly, Orthworm is not that bad. But
listen, he's not the worst, but
he's working overtime on this team.
He just has too much to carry.
He's
like,
working 96 hours a week on this team. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how Clefable will do with limited softball PP, but I imagine it'd still be good because Clefable and your top 4 is like generally fine, but Beedrill terrible, Slowking just I don't like it personally, but it's probably fine for this team. Decidueye terrible, Earthworm has to do way too much for this team. Greedent, it's there.
It's 1 point, yeah. Whatever.
Good. It's 1 point, so whatever. Passimian, it's his team's second rock resist, so you know.
Oh,
good
true.
job.
I forgot about that. My apologies.
Yeah, and Vikavolt, yeah, never seen double bug offense before, but very cool. Yeah.
Is it just me,
got
or does a Scarfer fuck this team
good.
up easily? Yes, very much yes. Like, yo, you know who fucks this team up? Mega Absol. Can I get a
True.
real? Can I get some truers in the chat?
The team is not good. I would probably suggest you would go to tech support and just get a new team entirely. Just entirely new. Just get a new plan entirely. Like, find something else. This is not it. Like,
This team is going to be learning Mandarin quite soon and fighting with the
are you ready to learn Chinese, buddy?
James.
I can't.
I wouldn't
even
even take this
off
point.
You guys. I'll give Omar a break. I'm not gonna. He's already down, buddy.
Mandarin, you will be fluent in Mandarin quite soon. Don't worry.
Omar, all I could say is this team is not good. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, he didn't have you last though. James did not have you last. So
I did
shout out to
not.
him. But he did have you second last. Iron Man.
And those are very interchangeable. Not to be mean, but they are very interchangeable. I just hate Iron Man more because it makes me mad looking at it.
Terra Annihilate, Terra Mence. You'd think, holy shit, this team is fucking incredible. Tapu Fini, okay, like good Pokemon, awesome. Cinderace, okay, whatever. King Gambit without Terra, who originally was Terra. It's like, all right. And Screamtail, Silvally, oh Christ, oh Rotom, Frost, oh Scolipede, Sando T, and then Terralifia.
What have we said? Any team with Scolipede, ironically, both teams with Scolipede, bottom 2. Literal bottom 2. So, like,
I just, bro, like, well, look, Terra Mence is like a good Pokemon. It's fine, like, if it's at the end of round 2, because I believe he had like the number 2 overall pick, so it's basically like an early round 3 pick, and Terra Mence is awesome. Whoever came up with that shit needs to be fired. True. Then we have like the top 3. If Kingambit, I honestly I don't know. James, how about you start us off? Usually you end up going last. How about you give us your thoughts, because you had this last.
It's like it's just a clusterfuck of Pokemon. I mean, the ground type is going to be Annihilate because you have Sando T. I don't know, man. I hate this team. It just feels like nothing wants to come ever to any games. It's just the top 2. The top 2 is great, and then everything else on this team feels like shit.
And they can't be Terra. Like, you drafted like 2 Terra greedy Pokemon like that.
Like
really
both those
want to be
Pokemon
Terra.
like, I don't per se like Annihilate doesn't have to be Terra, but like
Prefers
Salamence is pretty overpriced without Terra, honestly. Like, it can be moved down even from probably what we have it priced. It's not like an amazing mon. It's okay at best. And it's just like you're bringing now a regular Salamence to a game if you don't Terra it, and it feels like it has to be one of these fucking Pokemon that needs to like come to these games. Like you need to bring both, and it's like, are you just gonna bench Mence every week? I don't know. It just doesn't feel very good. And then like Ace like, is just a fake speed tier here. King Gambit is just gonna it just doesn't do what you want your steel type to do. Like this is a Terramon. Like if you're drafting it as your steal, it's just not gonna work. Like you didn't draft like maybe a backup steal for it or something. I don't know. It just doesn't function very well. Screamtail is just here, cool. So volley, I guess, is to try and patch holes, but like it feels like you just started tumbling down the ladder of like, okay, I need to patch this, I need to patch that, and then you just threw Savali in, and that's exactly what you
And
don't
then
want with
Scolipede showed
Savali.
up.
Yep, and then Scolipede showed up, and it's like everybody's like, "Oh, hazards Annihilate, so cool." Is there like a video out about stacking hazards
Why
with
is the
Annihilate?
second
It just,
Annihilate King with Scolipede? Please
I
stop.
don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm like. I don't know. Honestly, Iron Man, this is like the Omar build, but even worse in the fact of like just get rid of everything, but your like your top two or something, and just get rid of everything and
I
start
don't mean to
over.
say this disrespectfully, but he has fell off. like, like,
after
like, brother,
a
the top two, pretty good. I don't know why you took the tear off of King Gambit, but it went from being goaded to drop this Pokemon. Like, unless you're tearing it.
trade it to me.
Uh,
Trade it to me.
I consider it his biggest not soldier because I just think it's kind of fell off with the Libra nerf personally, but it's unfortunately this team only sent the speed other than Screamtail and fucking Scolipede, so like uh I guess it has to stay. I guess the Rockers are fucking Annihilate King Gambit and fucking Sandaconda, and I guess Screamtail, but like man, why is Rotom Frost here? Why
Tristan
did
said
the Flyers
arguably the
just
second best
King
remover
Gambit?
on this
Please tell
team
me.
is Cinderace.
Like,
I'm not sure I agree with that, but at least you can have an argument for it. I mean,
why are Cinderace and Scolipede the fairy resist? Like,
true.
yeah, Iron Man, if you see this, rehaul your team, please.
Trade me King
Please.
Gambit and then rehaul your team. Yeah, I agree. Yes. Okay. Now we have times where we all agreed with actually for 10th, which is kind of funny because Rose also we all had for 10th on in D2. Where is he?
This
Dynamic
team is very
Dittos.
simple to describe. Like, there's the top four, and then there's the rest.
No, there's the top four. Then there's the sixth Pokemon, and then there's the rest. Terra D Knight, Greninja, Slowking Galar, Iron Treads, Terra Glamora, which I'm sure we'll get into. Rotom Heat, Vaporeon, Grimmsnarl, regular Tauros Paldea, Eldegoss with Terra. Both of those are Terra, and then Bennett.
Bennett, the biggest soldier. Like,
James, you did the last one, so Harris, how you feel? This has also got a glitch. This is right up your alley.
said, don't be surprised if there are matches that Terra D Knight does not come. I will say that is a throw. Like, if you don't bring this, you were throwing, and stuff like that. But at least you do have a pretty good top four. You know, Greninja, G-King, and Iron Treads are cool, which I'm all said at best. How do you have Terra D Knight and your team is still very mid? I do not get it. Like, Glamora, it is the best fodder in the game. It is great at being sacked for T-Spikes and then dying. I don't know what it does for this team. You have a G-King that also gets T-Spikes. You have a good rocker and Iron Treads, and unfortunately, this is the second rocker. So I guess it provides a role to this team. It does not need spikes. You have a Greninja. I truly don't know why Glamora is here. It's Terra. Cool. I guess that assists rock polish sets with Terra.
But if you were gonna drop Nihilego, I don't understand why. Why was the only other option? I must have a rock poison in this slot. There's nothing else you could have done.
Rotom Heat. I mean, Rotom Heat is actually okay for this team. I don't dislike it. You know, it's fine. I won't pack watch him. Vaporeon. I don't know why it's here. I genuinely don't. What does it do for this team? I need a bulky water, I guess. But like, I'm gonna be honest. G-King is a bulky water. Get that down. But I mean, you have like one of the best skull checks in the game in G-King. Wish doesn't pass into fucking. other than like Rotom Heat, I guess, but whatever.
You do have aromatherapy for.
Grimmsnarl, truly, why is he here too? Get a different fairy type, please. But screens with D-Knight's kind of broken, so there you go. That's kind of a roll. Tauros, the worst of the three Tauroses.
Tor mid.
Yeah, Tor mid. Eldegoss is a secondary spin.
Thank
Mega
Christ
Banette,
it's Terra for no fucking reason.
yeah, and Mega Banette, get it off the team. So, please. I want the entire hour and a half that I saw of my life back. So like, please.
James.
Yeah, this team's mid. It's just mid and not good. Move on.
James, I have a question for you. All right.
Okay.
Who outside of the top? How do I phrase this? Outside of the top 3, all right. What Pokemon do you? What are the next 3 Pokemon you think make the most sense in this team?
Heat. This team sucks, dog.
Yeah.
I would say Heat. I guess Vape and Grimmsnarl.
I would give it to Treads over.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I
you
said top 3.
I thought you meant 4. For me, it'd be Treads, Heat, and then a toss-up between Vape and Grimmsnarl. I don't think Vape has a huge deal, and then I would personally keep Grimmsnarl because of screens for Dragonite.
Here's
not
my
just because
thing,
of biased for it. But...
Yeah. I am known as one of Grimmsnarl's biggest haters. I think it's better on this team than Vape somehow, because, like Harris said, screens plus D-Knight at least is really cool. That's it. This team has nothing. Why the fuck are you spending 16 points on a Glamora? Why are you spending 5 points on a goddamn Eldegoss? Why are you spending 7 points on a regular Tauros Paldea? Like, there's like 50 points being wasted here of like where you could just go get good Pokemon.
You're drafting a Tauros with Terra that the other Tauros already does, because that's exactly what the types you're going to be Terraing into.
Yeah, why did you spend 16 points on a fodder slot? If you wanted a rocker that was just Ross and do nothing else, get fucking Archeops. It's better and stronger in that regard. So like, just come on, bro. Like, also, if allegedly this Dragonite is not going to come to every game, then that makes two Potter slots, because Grimmsnarl has nothing to screens for. So like once they get a screen,
if week one we see this Tauros fucking Terra and not the D-Knight, I think Harris is gonna find where Times lives and post his address online. I'm gonna be honest, like, and it's deserved, honestly, at this point.
It's just the theme of our podcast today. It's keep the top 4, and then your choice of like if you want Heat. I would just rehaul the entire bottom half of the team. Heat can stay if you want, just because it's a good mon. I don't think it necessarily has to be here if you need to get rid of points and stuff, but your top 4 is extremely good. Rehaul the entire bottom half. You don't have to keep Grimmsnarl either. I don't like Grimmsnarl here, other than the fact that it gets screen. I don't think it's a good dart for this team, because you already have fucking Greninja, and I don't think it's an awful fairy for this team. Get another fairy. If you're gonna keep Grimmsnarl, get rid of fucking Glamora and go get a fucking fairy.
You wanna know what's the crazy part? Greninja and Iron Treads, those were round 10 and 11 on this team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this team before those two was easily last, but then, those saved it a little bit. So,
and like I don't even mind that Times likes his like low tier stuff, but like there's not even like low tier Heat here. It's just overpriced.
Yeah, he gets like Cinccino, like he's known for like his weird, like lower half of team builds. Like he'll get like Beware Cinccino. I know that Taylor's Malden right now. He'll get like shit like that, but then this is just fucking weird. Like, why is regular Tauros Paldea here, bro? Like,
Tristan is right. Times did say there is no wrong way to draft.
There absolutely is a wrong way to draft. Hello.
This is the definition of a wrong way to draft. So,
all right, Taylor. I know you just beat him, but he also sacked his Lando and played like ass. So, sorry, Times. Like that game was extremely winnable. All right, let's move on to Taylor. Oh my God! Wow, there he is, Rigby Hallam.
You know what, Taylor? I gotta give you a compliment. At least Fortress isn't on the team.
No more Fortress moment. All right, so we got Terra Zapdos, Terra Necrozma, Mega Garchomp, Meowscarada, Quaquavel, the GOAT, Skarmory, Skeledirge, Lycanroc Dusk, Terra Granbull, Terramuck, and Shedinja. James.
Yeah, you're welcome.
James.
Yeah, thank you, Tristan.
don't pawn this off on me. Stop. I hate you.
I think okay, fine. I'll start it off. I think we can all say Taylor's real as fuck for drafting triple starter.
I do have respect for that. Yes.
There's a level of respect that goes up when you do that. I hate that Garchomp and Lycanroc are on this team together because they're like the exact same. They're breaking the same shit.
And just have them break for each other. Simple. Like,
I guess, but I don't know, man. Zap is like a weird Terra captain because I'm not sure. Like obviously it can do defensive stuff, but it feels like a little bit of an awkward Terra captain. Necrozma is a mon I really respect. I think it's awesome. Skarm is certainly one of the Pokemon of all time. I am one of Skarmory's bigger supporters probably at this point. And even I don't love it on this team, but he got sniped to Scizor, to be fair. I will give him that. He got sniped by Ark, who loves to bring it up at every possible moment. Terramuck is my guy. Love that pick. Granbull is okay. He kind of got like my low tier. He actually got a bunch of Pokemon from my fucking FDN team.
apparently, according to Jamal, I'm Granbull's biggest supporter.
Granbull's kind of heat. I mean, for like 5, is he 5 and then Terra's only 1 extra? That's not bad.
And
Yeah.
then Shedinja.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. Was this Terraband?
Yes, it was Terraband. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I figured. Like,
But yeah, overall, not the worst team in the world. I'm interested to see how you use the. Sorry, one second. I'm interested to see how you use the triple starter because that's them and Necrozma is like the only interesting things about this team. So yeah, that's it.
for me, I just kind of went to Zapdos. Terra went to Dirge. But that's it. Or Lycanroc.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
No,
Exactly.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. I've audibly said this to Taylor multiple times. I don't see the reason for Zapdos being Terra at all on this team. I wish it would have gone to Dirge, and then I wish points would have been spent elsewhere on better speed because a lot of like the top end speed that you have, it's Meowscarada, which is more of a utility role, and then like you don't have like crazy hard hitters that are fast. You have Lycanroc, which is there, but I agree with Mystery. Lycanroc and Garchomp do the same thing, so I like kind of don't like Lycanroc here. I'm fine with Zapdos. I just don't think it should be Terra. I think that points could be spent elsewhere. And I just think that Lycanroc could be turned into something else. Maybe a special attack, like a fast special attacker, would be cool.
I think for me, I think this team looks like it's going to be tried to, or optimally, I think it looks like it's going to be tried to play like HO every week. But I don't know if it has like exactly the. It has tools to do so, but then there's like mons that just are kind of momentum sex to a degree. Like
Really, you think
Skeledirge
this
and
team's
stuff
gonna
like
want to
that.
play HL? I actually don't agree with that. I don't see that at all. Like he's got Terra Necrozma that's probably gonna be more defensive more often than not.
I don't know. I
Skeledirge,
think
same
Necrozma's
vein.
its offensive sets, personally.
Huh?
Like, I think Necrozma's biggest potential is in its offensive sets. So,
I guess Hunter did show that towards the end of last season, so fair enough. But
and it's a lot of good utilities at making progress and keeping hazards. Like, say what you want about Skarmory, at least with the Skarmory Skeledirge is like a spin block thing. So, like, it's something.
real. Not my favorite Taylor team ever, to be fair, but not the worst team. So sure, works
And
for
it's
me.
okay.
Oops,
Like,
wrong one.
it's whatever.
Okay, next up, technically, Harris has
Robert.
Hunter here, but yeah, we have 2 Roberts here, so we're gonna go with Robert. D1, we will go to Roberto. There he is, the Durham Turf Dogs. Walking Wake, Great Tusk, Sandy Shocks, the Goats back together again. Slitherwing with Terra, Zarude with Terra, Bronzong, Florges with Terra, Mega Pidgeot, Overquill with Terra, Torkoal, and
Mega
Velocidon.
Pidge.
I knew it. Oh, so Taylor wants to say he does plan to find something better than Lycanroc, so that's good.
I'll go with this first.
Sure.
Robert said he wanted Slitherwing. Kind of shows in this team. So, like, it's...
It better
you know,
do something, because it's taken up a shit ton of points, and it's not that good, and you drafted it early, so...
Yeah, but we'll see what it does. I think walking weight great test Sandy shots is pretty cool. I think Terra's Rit's pretty cool. Probably Bronzon plus Florges is like a good enough support core. Pidgeot probably is the one Hurricane user that actually doesn't give a shots on. So
Yeah, that is true.
cool. Okay, Robert, I don't care if you didn't draft it early. It's still in the team. Like, you have a great test, brother. Like,
Did you not draft it like round 6? I feel like the shit went like not last round. Did it go
I'm
later?
drafting Overcool again, you know.
Round 8. Okay. I guess I just remembered it earlier than
I
that.
think it's Torkoal for the Sun, you know, who would have thought? And then Blossom is just a one pointer. So, like,
Dude, if someone would have sniped the Torkoal from Robert, that'd have been like top 5 funniest draft moments of all time. Taylor was saying it too, like someone needs to take this and just fuck him over. It would have been so great. I really wish someone would have done it because this whole team would be complete garbage on it. So, you'd have to get like 9 tails.
I think the thing with this team is I understand like and like with talking with Robert a little bit, I think he just wanted to do too many things. Like he was memeing and he was like, I want to do Sun, but I also want to try Walking Wake and I want to do Slitherwing and I want to do Mega Pidge, and it was like so many things at once and it kind of just muddled together. Like I think the one thing holding this team back is unfortunately Slitherwing, which is what he wanted to try. But I just it's like so much stuff. It's like so much going on with like 5 Terra captains and so Sun and Mega
Taylor, are you
Pidge
dumb?
and
Yeah, okay. He said.
yeah, I was like, is Taylor joking? I hope he was. Like,
Taylor has a disease, bro.
yeah. I mean, Robert, I was just like, okay, your speed is not going to be any better than like fucking Sandy Shocks. So I'm just like, fuck it, put Pidgeot on the team. I don't care. like
Yeah, he
it
asked
was
me
either that
about
or how.
Megas to
It was either
try.
that or Mega Shit Dude. So
I told you Mega Houndoom.
Shut up! No
It
one
would be
why? He's terrible. He sucks. Like
It would be funnier than this shit.
no, Mega Pitch is funny because he gets like Hurricane
Mega
and Sun
Pitch
and
is
not
great.
care, and he gets boosted.
That is
speed.
funny. No, Mega
Whatever.
Pidge is fine. I thought Mega Houndoom was funny.
yeah, I guess if you want to like actually upgrade your team, it's called get rid of this fucking Slitherwing, and then maybe the Pidgeot. But that's it. So,
Also,
like,
Pidgeot is waiting so desperately for him to be in a game again because as soon as he hits a Dex, he's rumored to have Focus Blast. So, please God, Nat Dex, Pidgeot is going to go crazy with Focus Blast. He will actually be good.
what else to say? I'll give the Robert this. Yes, yeah, he has actually some really good rockers. As all great test Sandy Shocks teams fucking do. So like, because they have
I'm not joking,
Pidge,
Omar.
if Pidge gets Focus Blast, I'm never drafting another Mega.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's as soon as Pidgeot actually hits a game because it's like in its moveset data, but it's not in a deck, so it never has gotten it.
also that's a lie, James. You will draft Kang. You will do it. Let's stop lying.
He's gonna be like,
Okay.
damn, what do I take? Mega King or Mega Pidge? These are the only options.
Those are heat options. No, it's like the button meme. The guy's like wiping his
Yeah,
forehead
yep,
with
yep.
the sweat. Yeah.
What do I do? Yeah, I don't have like strong opinions. It's Sun and like weird Sun at that. I was not a huge fan of this team. I think Harris had a little bit higher than me and James. Yeah, by a few spots. So I think like you have potential for some cool stuff, but like you just have to play really well and maybe it'll work out. Tusk and Wake and Sun is broken, so that's a big part of why it's viable. But yeah, we'll have to see.
Who's next?
After that, I think it would be Hunter because he's here and then he's here. So I think it would be Hunter and then Pickles. My guy Hunter, our season 6 champion, the people's champ, Hunter, who has Terra Zera, Urshifu Single Strike, Victini, Terra Garganacle, Corviknight, Swampert, Zora Kasui, Guzzlord, Tangela, Wigglytuff with Terra, and Emolga.
Who wants to go first?
I mean, he's my guy, so I can start it off.
Good.
Well, J. Palma just said Terra Zera skull emoji. I kind of felt the same way. It was like, is this thing actually like that good? I think it's kind of cool with like you can do like Terra Flying Acro to kill a lot of shit that you normally wouldn't. We do a lot of gems as well, so that's cool. Or like Terra Fire Blaze Kick, just Terra Electric Plasma Fist to do a bunch of damage. Like he has cool stuff, or just bulk up and Calm Minded with a defensive Terra. I think you have options at the very least. Urshifu falls to him round 2, and so he scoops it up. That should be fun. Victini, like this top three offensively is crazy, and then he surrounded it with Terra Garganackle, which Harris is going to get into. He's not a fan of, but I think is a really good Terra captain. I'm sure Taylor would agree. Corv, who I think everybody in this call is pretty wishy-washy on. He's all right. Swampert,
Terrible.
yeah, okay. Swampert is like a good water and ground. Like he's got flip turn. He pivots for the team, takes rocks pressure off Garg. Zoroark is the one I'm really interested in because like if you disguise this as Urshifu and you swap into your fairy type and you get blasted by like Specs Hyper Voice, that's gonna be fucking insane and makes Urshifu's job a lot easier. So I'm really interested to see how that works. He got Guzzlord, which is a bulky dark and like a dragon. So I like Guzzlord in general. I think he's pretty good overall. Tangela, my guy, that's Red Vans. Terra Wigglytuff, which is I don't know why this is here, but sure. And then just a shitty 1-pointer. So what fairy type gets blasted by Specs Hyper Voice? I don't fucking know. Like
Clefable, brother.
Left probably takes a lot.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you look, especially if you're like FizzDef for Urshifu, like that's gonna do kind of a lot. You know, like even like Weezing Galar, which is typically one of like the better Shifu checks, if you will. That's gonna get fucking that might die. That might just get fucking Oko.
Some teams will run Helmet Toppy Cocos or Pivot. So
yeah, exactly. Like that's something I could have done, and now I have to be like, fuck, is this goddamn Zoroark or is this, you know, Urshifu? So, yeah, I think I like this team. I was the highest on it of everybody on the board. I had it 4. Harris had it 9, and then James went in the middle with 7. So we're all kind of over the place with this.
I mean, I don't like.
I'm gonna throw it to James because I know I already heard some of your opinions and you're the lowest on it. So we're gonna go from highest to lowest. James, how do you feel about this team?
I think it's okay. I think Terra Zera. I think the top 3 are crazy juggernaut. Zoroark's cool. This is, I mean, like Mystery said, common theme with Swampert teams. I don't love the Scald swap in on this team. Guard can do it, but it has to Terra, and it still can. I'm pretty sure it can get burned through Purifying Salt, right? With Scald.
No,
it can't be like at all.
I don't think so.
Just not second, because
I
thought Goldango that happened with him, like the secondary worked.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen Guard get hit with a Scald.
No,
Taylor, you're in the chat. Can you?
So no, it just can't be status period. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Is that the difference between it? Okay.
Yeah. Goldango just can't be affected by moves other than status category. So.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So that's the difference. All right. So it can't be burned and stuff, but I still don't love the Scald swap-ins, especially like if Garg isn't Terra and stuff like that. I think resistances can be a little scary for it. Urshifu, like, I don't know. I feel like Urshifu's gonna want to be Scarf a lot. I mean, it wants.
I don't think
to
so.
run that
I think
anyways,
Victini. I think Victini takes a lot of that pressure off of him. Zoroark.
Yeah,
as well. Like,
that's true. I don't know. It'll be cool to see how Hunter builds with it. I think if Hunter can build well with this team, it can be successful. I think there's a lot of like small holes that could be used during like a battle and stuff, especially if Zoroark doesn't work out for him.
Yeah, he's asked me about 5 times how he's supposed to lead with Zoroark. He really does not understand, and I keep telling him, and he's very confused. So he needs to figure it out.
You should mock with him and help him press through the buttons and shit. Just mock like 5 times.
I probably will help him out with it. But yeah, unless you've got anything else, Harris, how you feeling?
I mean, like Zera, Shifu, Victini is like pretty lit offense for the most part. I think Shifu synergizes with Isui and Zoroark pretty well. Outspoken might be some Corviknight. I don't like it at all.
You were Corv's biggest hater.
I am. It's a do nothing mon. It's unfortunately the defogger for this team, other than Amolga. So, you know. I guess
the rule is really dog shit on this team. I can't lie about that.
I don't like how the only ice resist is Victini. So, Kiram is going to put you in a pack watch, but it's whatever. Outspoken might be some Garg. If Garg doesn't Terra, I think Terraless Garg is awful, personally. So it just counter moves if Zero Aura wants to Terra, then it's gonna be a little difficult for Garg to come, but at least you have a good secondary rock in Swampert, so that's kind of cool. And even Terraless Garg with Terra, I don't think is all that. It's not like the worst, but like I probably would spend on other Terras for fucking 19 points personally. I just don't think you particularly check as much as you want. Salt Cure is not nearly as broken and stuff like that. I think stuff has more outs to body press sets with proper building. I don't know. It'll force prep inherently because of covert cloak sets, which I will admit Hunter has pretty good synergy with like knockoff Zero Aura, even knockoff Guzzlord, Hisui and Zoro, Tangela, Amolga if it ever fucking comes as a knockoff user and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not high on this team. I just don't like the Garg in the core. I think the rest of the team is just like okay in order to make up for it. Its water resistor a bit shady because you have to bring Tangela or just like I don't know Guzzlord as a water resist. But overall, I don't think it's that strong of a team.
Imagine this team versus Steph. You get fucking wiped. Could you fucking imagine? It'd have to be Terra Water Guard, and like that happened to beat everybody.
The Guard will straight up come as the Terra, like undeniably.
Mm-hmm.
And if Guard doesn't come as the Terra, and if Guard does come as the Terra, then shit like Swampert gets like a little more. It's gonna get pressured so hard with recover PP and like proxies and like stuff like that. So, which is the one thing that sucks about his removal being ass, because Guard will get pressured by hazards a lot unless you want to run boots on it all the time, which I'd imagine you don't want to. So,
yeah, all right. I think just how I know Hunter wants to play, I'm high on this team, but I know I'm supposed to separate team and coachability, but this looks like a team he'd want to use, and I really think Zoroark plus Urshifu is like really, really good, which is why I had it so high, and I like his Terra captains, other than, Wigglytuff. So, not terrible, not amazing. Next would be Pickles.
okay, sure.
Where we have the Grinders and Behinders. Santa, Hoop Unbound with Terra, Mega Scizor, Garchomp, Pex, Sylveon, Mienshao, Delmise, Terra Pikachu, of course, Terra Rampardos, and Stantler, the Bantler.
Pickle not drafting Terra Pikachu, challenge impossible. Like,
it never ends. Every season we have to deal with this stupid fucking Pikachu. I was trying to take it from him too, and he took it like round 6. So,
you want me to start?
Sure, why not?
Pickle seems just has roles that it's just missing. It's just missing a little too much of stuff. Like, Garchomp's a good rocker, but it's kind of its only good rocker because Rampardos isn't a fucking rocker, and stuff like that. And you would prefer to take some rocking pressure off of Garchomp, even though it's like fine at it. It's just kind of your only means of hazard support, which it's good at rocking and spiking, to be fair, but you just prefer to have other options. Speed, Iron Bundle, pretty good. After that, Garchomp and Mienshao, pretty decent, I would say.
That's all right.
Removal, I mean, Scizor, pretty good. Delmise, not good. So, like, I don't know. This team is just meh. It just kind of has some passive shit in the middle. Toxapex, I am probably like its biggest belief. It's not the most passive one because the one of Skull, Toxic, and Hades and Knockoff is like not super, super passive. But Sylveon, I kind of wish it was a more proactive fairy, but it's like okay on this team. I wish Mienshao wasn't this team's only dark resist other than Sylveon, but it at least offers another sense of speed and stuff like that. Terra Hoop is pretty cool. If you just ask me, I don't have a direct problem with the top 7, or I would just rehaul the bottom 4 if you could.
Well, telling me you're at a Pikachu? Whoa.
Yeah, Pikachu could stay because Pickle cannot live ever without Nemlon being on a team. So get rid of Rampardos, Stantler, and Delmise, please.
Yeah, that's fair. James, do you have anything else to add to that?
No, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I'm building for him this week, so I don't want to say too much and give him any ideas. Very Iron Bundle, Hoopa, they're both fucking crazy. So, I think he'll do fine with it. He barely missed playoffs last season. I think he can definitely make it this season, but we'll have to see. So after that, we have, I think, Arc? Or wait, hold on. So Pickle, Hunter, Robert. It's either Arc or Tristan.
The Tristan is more
Yeah,
consistent.
I guess he has 3 here. So yeah, we'll do Tristan now.
Kristen, pretty good job at rehauling your team. You got the car. Like,
Stop! No, I don't want to hear about the fucking car
The
anymore.
River
I'm
Room.
dead.
big
God damn
car. Like,
Dragapult, Mew, Terra Bob. Can we get some Bobs in the chat? Jamal, I know you're here. Tinglu, Cart, Rotom Wash, Terra Talonflame, Reveroom, Autono, Mega, Absol, and Tropius. Look, we are all here for Bob. We love Bob. I think Terra Conk is like really cool. Terra Poison jab for like if Clef decides to just Moonblast, you can just fucking Oko back. Terra fighting with like CC or Mach Punch. Terra normal with Facade and Guts. He's got a lot of cool options. He does get bulk up as well. And you know, you never see Conk drafted, so like it's really cool to see him. I'm excited for his team, James. We didn't get to hear much from you last time. How are you feeling about
I
Tristan
hate
after all
car.
Me too, man. Me too. Well, bro, everyone's always like, you gotta get a different steal with Cart. You gotta get a defensive steal. Bro,
You
drafted
get fucking car.
Riveroom.
you got the car.
I understand its purpose, but it's still ass, and I hate it. But the team's really cool. He's got 2. Huh?
That's D-Spikes for the team.
True.
Wow, so cool. So I can't talk. He has T-Spikes for the team. You have Mew, which does it better. Fuck you.
Mew doesn't want to run that all the time. Car.
You don't want to run Reveroom all the time.
T-Spikes. Mew will run T-Spikes the amount of times cars come to the actual game. I don't want to hear it.
Bro, that's a Clefable check. Watch out.
But no, I like the team. Polt is really, really good. Mew does a good job just kind of putting the team together, with Conk and Cart being very, very good offensive powerhouses. Rotom Wash is another Gloomon, very cool. Tinglu to set hazards. I know Tristan really wants to use Tinglu, so it'll be cool to watch him use that. And then Terra Talonflame is a really, really cool mon. It's got a lot of stuff going for it with Terra Blast and things like that. But yeah, Mega Autono is here to be fairy type. It's not like the worst thing in the world, I guess. Yeah, it's cool. I think that looks like it's just a pretty standard team, honestly. I don't think there's anything like crazy out of the ordinary, other than Conk being here, which is cool. Conk's the main defaulter.
Bottom 2 are like whatever, I guess, but like it's whatever. It's nothing huge. Like,
Tristan, you're in the chat right now. Have you ever used Mew before? Because I can't say I've ever seen a Tristan Mew team. I'm always a little underwhelmed by Mew. I was a mod I used to be super high on, and since Gen 8, it's like kind of just fallen off for me. Not as versatile or strong as, you know, with power creep and everything. Terra Conk, I think, is really fun. I think you have 2 really cool Terra captains, which I'm looking forward to seeing. Tinglu is a mon that I'm not as high on Nat Dex just because everything gets toxic, so it's worn down a bit easier than Paldea Dex. You have Absol, which is awesome. You have Cart. You have Rotom, like a Rotom form. You have Polt. Like this, a lot of these mons are me mons. Then you have the Car, which ruins it all for me.
Car love him.
Harris kind of looks like Car, not gonna lie.
I had this team pretty high. I mean, yeah, I had top 5. So definitely, I think you did a really good job rebuilding. As many times you got sniped, this team turned out really well. So good job.
Yeah. Arc is next, I guess.
Yes, Mr. Angel. Where is he? Eterna Forest Wisps. Iron Valiant, Kieran Black, Terra Iron Moth once again, Gliscor, Scizor, Terra Mesprit, Terra Electros, Samra Hisui, Lantern, Terra Carkol, and Quilladin.
Well, other than the bottom 2, worst mon in this team, definitely Gliscor. Sorry, James.
Got him. Can't let him lose.
This mon's cool. Shut up.
It's his only rocker other than Mesprit and
That's it. It does stuff. See?
Man.
This is shit. It's like someone drafts like a shit team with no removal, and he'd be like, "Look, Gliscor has defog. He does stuff." It's like, okay, man. Like, yeah.
Like a team has no ground. Look, Gliscor has a purpose. Shut up.
Shameless, as per usual. I like the top three, like, offense. Like, this kind of feels a little bit like Hunter's team in a way, where the top three offense is crazy, and then it just surrounds it with like bulk options. Samurai Hisui is a mon that everyone hypes up, and I'm interested to see how it does for this team. I remember Ark was just fucking panicking, like, oh my god, I have to get another water with this Samurai, and throwing me like, I don't even remember, just some
At least
wild.
Lantern. It's redundant with Eel, but it's fine. So like,
Yeah, you probably could just drop Eel at this point, just after you picked up the Lantern, or drop the Lantern and get somebody else. But Terra Mespert's cool with Levitate, and having the ability to Terra. Having, 2 immunities at once at least is always really good. So yeah, I like the team. It's pretty solid. The speed is really bad though. That's what I wanted to say. Is the fastest mon is Iron Valiant.
then I'm off, and then it goes mono 100 to lower.
Yeah.
Mono below 100. So yeah,
Not good. You need speed and kind of to fix the low tiers, but you have like the tools to do it just because the top 3 is so crazy. So
I mean, you spent 11 points on Terra Eel, so just make that something else speed wise. So I guess.
James.
All the same things. Big thing was speed. You feel like this team can get overwhelmed very, very fast, especially since like kind of the same thing where like Iron Moth wants to Terra a lot. However, I do like Iron Moth paired with low tier Terras because Iron Moth doesn't necessarily need to Terra every game. It likes to, obviously, of course, but like if Mesprit wants to Terra a game, it definitely wouldn't mind it, stuff like that. Especially if you have just like an overwhelmingly good Moth game where it doesn't really need to Terra. But pretty good role setters. I would say you probably just need to get rid of Eel, get something fast. You get rid of Eel and Lantern together, and you can probably come up with some points. Carcoal and Quilladin's fine. Obviously, you have to have the 4 down there. And then I like Samurai a lot on this team. I think it sets spikes and stuff. And if you do want to go a different ground, I completely understand. And Samurai does help take the pressure off of that ground too, to be there. So with the spikes move.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Next, I think is me.
Yeah, I guess so. You were James.
Yeah, and I have James 1, so we'll wait on that one. Yeah, we'll go to my team. For those that don't know, I wanted King Gambit so badly. That was the mod I was 100%. I want this. I want to try this. And I wanted Palafin as well, and I ended up trading up for Palafin, and it got sniped from me by Iron Man. So we will be contacting the Alabama Tiger Kings every day until he trades it to me.
Yeah, because
He's
Iron
gonna
Man
set the alarm. Watch out.
Yeah, Iron Man, you got nothing to lose. The team is hot ass.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Tank for next season. Tank your way into D2, and then win a ring down there and come back. All right, this is the move. I'm going to be competing. You'll be competing next year, throwing some conditional picks. It'll be fine. But yeah, the team is Terra, Tapu Koko, Palafin, Sneasler, Hydreigon, Ferrothorn, Terra Ceruledge, who I'm sure we'll talk about, Mega Slowbro, Pillow-Swine, Terra Charizard, the GOAT, Munchlax, and my GOAT, Minun.
Yeah, well, yet again, another mystery team with Munchlax.
You can't stop me. My time is now. Yeah, sorry, Times. It'll be.
We weaned him away from Rotom Heat.
We are recording.
This is what we have to do.
We are recording this, so you can watch it later on YouTube if you want to see your section. I'm sure you won't, though. So, yeah, we didn't talk too kindly about your team, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry,
your
man.
team.
And but yeah, back to my team. I don't know. I was in a really dark place, man. After this, all my drafts, I usually end up getting top 3. As a draft placement, and my team was not good. I was like, holy shit, this team is fucking bad. And then we sat down in a call. Wait, it's Times' birthday? Oh shit, happy birthday, Times. Big W.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah, it is Sky's birthday as well today. Yeah, I was in that call, and I don't remember too much. I was really in a dark place, and I was like, man, at this point, just put Azelf and Lando I on and call it a day.
We had to call Harris. Me and Jamal were like fearing for your health. We were like, we need Harris. Me and Jamal were like team building for 2 hours, and we are like, okay, fuck it.
I was just doing my own thing. I'm just like, God damn it, why?
But we ended up with like a cool team. I don't think it's the best team. I think it has flaws, but I think it's got a lot of fun stuff. Obviously, we saw how good Sneasler can be with like an actual good electric terrain setter that can pivot with Coco. Hydreigon's a mon I'm super comfortable with. Pharaoh I used to use a lot as my like only defensive mon when I ran HO. Palafin is a mon I wanted to try for a while. Yeah, no, I didn't actually want Lando I, but I was just like, my team was so bad I was willing to just tank and try Lando I to see if it's got anything. But I'm glad I'm glad we didn't end up going that way.
He was tanking for next season already.
Terra
He was
Coco.
like, just put me in.
Terra Coco is a mon I'm really excited for. I think it can do a lot of fun stuff. Gives it a lot of the extra power that it needs. You can use it for like Calm Mind setup. You can use it for really just a lot, like Terra Flying, Terra Grass, Fairy, Electric. Like I think it's got a lot of stuff, and it wasn't even that much more expensive. It's like +5 or +6. So really solid overall. Ceruledge is the one though that's like, this mon is fucking cracked, dude. I like what this thing can do. It's one of the best. Like, it's really mid without Terra, and it's really good with Terra. So I can't wait to try him. Slowbro is a mon I've literally never thought about before. Like Mega Slowbro, I've never wanted to use this thing, but I needed another water, or well, not needed, but Palafin can use a bulky water in the back, and Slowbro is like a fun mon, so I wanted to try it. Piloswine have a ton of experience with. Charizard, it's a mon I wanted to try. It's kind of bulky-ish, and it's cool with Terra, so we'll give it a shot, but he definitely could go at some point. Then obviously the goats, Munchlax and Minun. So yeah, trust the regular Zard. I'm trusting you. I saw how much work he did for you, so I'll give him a chance.
Terra.
I don't know.
My biggest thing with this was just the Piloswine. Obviously, there wasn't a lot. Me and Jamal can tell you it was slim pickings, my guys. But the Piloswine's the only thing. But I think it should be fine, especially since you have Slowbro to help back it up.
And that's my guy.
You have. I can say this now. You have 3 rockers in Hydreigon, Ferrothorn, and Piloswine.
True.
So it doesn't have to be like the primary rocker, which is really, really nice. And it can kind of just come to. With Ferrothorn and Slowbro there, I really like Slowbro on this team because it really helps Piloswine not have to be here. And then Ferrothorn being grass as well on that to help resist electric. So that Piloswine doesn't feel like it has to be here against like really good electric weak teams, or like they have good electric types. But yeah, so I like the team a lot. Sneasler is really, really good. You have offensive juggernauts. Ceruledge is going to be really amazing. I think you're going to have fun using it, and I think it panned out at the end. I don't think it's perfect, but I could definitely see I think this team is just going to be matchup dependent is what it's going to have to be. You're going to have to build your way out of a bad matchup, or you have like really good matchup. I feel like it's going to be one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Harris, you got anything?
Yeah, I don't know. I just like the team. It has good breakers, good speed, like good rockers. I think you can pilot it well. You just gotta do your thing with it.
I think everything's going to come down to Ceruledge. That's my opinion. It's like if I can use him well, this team could be a finals contender. If I don't, it's probably like a round 1 exit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think this team has potential.
I mean, the top 3
really
is enough to carry as well.
That's true.
I like
They're
that
really
too.
strong. Yeah, I mean, it's got really good offense. The defense kind of looks like an old mystery CD build with Pharaoh Piloswine, but it does actually have a Mega Pro. It has a real water type.
And Zard.
True, and Zard. Can't forget about the regular Zard. I really want to see if he does anything, but like he could be like a deadline move if I just don't feel like he fits the team well enough. But he helps on like the defog front as well. So
Are we on our bottom 2?
I was gonna say we are down to, it is now James, I believe, because there's 2 Jamals as the first one. So James, how are you? Where are you? There you are. You want to read your team?
Sure. We have Chien-Pao, Torrentee, Goldango, Manaphy, Komodo, Terra Armarouge, Donphan, Tinkaton, the Dunsparce, Mega Ampharos, and Terra Grottle. Grottle King! Rise up.
The lunch table.
Mid.
Stop. Shut up. You're going to be inducted into the Grottle Gang whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So, how you feeling? What's
I am in love with the team. I don't think it's perfect. I think the low tiers, especially like just it's Ampharos and Dunsparce that are getting me a lot. But I'm in love with this team. I really, really like it. I'm very, very familiar with Komodo, and then everybody knows Chien-Pao, Tornti, Goldango are pretty like good together. Goldango really, really supports Tornti and Chien-Pao. I've used Tornti before, but I'm really, really excited to kind of use it now that I know more about it too, and I feel like I can use it a lot better. Um, I love Manaphy. I've been wanting to try it for a while. I don't think it's a perfect quote unquote fit on this team, but I'm excited to see what I can do with it as like a bulky water like pivot sets or even offensive sets, and I think it can do a lot of work. I'm excited for Tinkaton too as a backup steal for Goldango. I think that this mod can help uh, do a lot here, and yeah. And then I decided to stick it out with the Dunsparce and Mega Ampharos because I'm kind of interested in Mega Ampharos. It's very very niche, but I kind of want to try it with some stuff, so just figured I'd keep it for now. And the Dunsparce is cool, kind of cool with like Coil and Calm Mind Boomburst sets and stuff. So I'm excited for it.
I like this team a lot. I put it number 1 because you have the counterpart to Cerulean. You have Terra Armor Rouge. But
We're the Terra. I said this before. We're the Terra Bros.
exactly. This team just has so many fucking James Mont, like Manaphy, Komodo. I know are like 2 of your boys. I think I agree with Chien-Pao, Tornti, Goldango. Really good fits together. I wish you had a bit more hazard game. Like I wish you had a spiker on this team, but it's not the end of the world.
I do have 3 rockers or 4 rockers.
No,
so.
I know. I'm saying
Or
just
5 rockers.
in general. I just wish you had a spiker somewhere. That'd be cool. If things don't work out, you could turn like Ampharos, because that's definitely the one that's like on fraud watch here. You could turn him, the Dunsparce, Grottle into a 2-point. Like you can scrape together a bunch of points on this team and go get like Terra Komodo or Terra Manaphy and just fucking kill everybody. So I think you have options to make this team better, which is why I like it so much. That as it stands right now, I think it's one of the best teams, and it can get even better. I like this build a lot. I think it's really good. And as Don Fan, the GOAT, the most reliable ground outside of Lando T.
Fair enough. I guess my only issue with these teams is the Terras. Okay, I'm not gonna slander Grottle before James leaks my address. Like
I'm sorry, but you will find it
Terra
wrong.
Arm Rouge. I think the Terras could be a little bit more, I guess, threatening in a sense. I think you could have got more threatening Terras, but there's nothing wrong with the team as a whole, except Ampharos. But like, you know, it's fine. Like,
Yeah, Ampharos is the sore thumb for sure on this team. But like,
I completely agree with it. I wanted to theory with it, and to be honest, don't want to just put it out there, but it's probably not going to last through the transaction week. I just wanted to give it a couple weeks with theorying with it and stuff.
yeah, I mean, if it works out for you, it does. It's Fabio, you know.
I really wanted to try Armorage too. I will actually agree with you 100%. Like looking at this team, Harris, it like kind of irked me because I was like, oh man, dude. I was like, I could have just had Terra Komodo or Terra Manaphy and went fucking ham, especially leaning towards the Terra Komodo. But I did really, really, really want to try Terra Armorage. And
I still think you could. I think you could keep armor. Like, there's definitely a way. There's a way to get to.
I've looked at it, man. I mean, I can do it. It's just the bottom half, like the bottom 3 Pokemon are good. Basically, it's
They're gonna get
3
gutted.
2-pointers. It's the 3 2-pointers. I have to do 3
I don't want
2-pointers.
to like Specs Terrifier, Armor Cannon, and like kill shit. But like,
just fucking go everything. Yeah, fun team. Once again, James is improving as a draft. When James doesn't make plans, man, these teams they kind of go hard. I can't lie.
Insane. When I don't make plans, they're actually good.
Gliscor Giraffe or Weavile, he speaks off. Actually, well,
And then we got one more. We got the GOAT. Everyone's favorite. Probably
This
the second.
is my goat.
The
This
second.
is my goat.
Okay.
Okay.
James, I'm just putting it out right here. James is not allowed to speak about this team. James is not
Okay.
allowed to speak about this team. No words. I don't want to hear a single word, or you will be kicked.
You're cutting it
No,
out, guys. I think that I'm gonna become the leader
no.
of the chat real quick.
No, you are not. No, you are not. Like,
Not
Look at
gonna
this
do.
team.
You know what? You
Look
can
at
read
the
this.
first
These are
five
your
mods.
boys. Read this one too.
I'm reading this. I'm reading this shit. We got Naga, Big Naga. We got Terra Rillaboom. We got Terra Weavile. We got Jirachi. We got Mega Hera. We got Big Hippowdown. Um, we got my Moltres. We got Blastoise. We got Darkspun. We have Terra Raichu, and we have Cosmoem.
I didn't put this team first. I just want to say that. I think it's good, and Terra Rillaboom is awesome. Terra Weavile is cool, but I'm not. I think there's just a bunch of like James Pokemon, but like actually, Hippo feels like just a little out of place, and then, I don't know. Like it's, I think this team's like good. I just don't think it's like the best team ever. The speed's a little scary as well. Like Naga's the fastest one, right? Or no, it's Weavile. So you're outclassed by like all the base 130s or above. Even like
Roko, I guess.
Tristan's Talonflame is like faster than this whole team too. So that's something.
Calm down. Like,
Hey man, Talonflame kind of goes crazy here. I can't even lie.
He's a Moltres, but
Regardless, Harris, you are Jamal's partner in crime. How you feeling about the squad? Because we know how James is feeling.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of like good things about this team. Naga's broken; it doesn't really have any counters other than like Heatran or like Tyranitar or Munchlax. But all those are literally free Mega Heracrosses. So Munchlax.
Oh fuck, bro! Cheeseball just tried jumping onto my desk. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah, so I think he did a good job in that synergy regard. Whatever Naga doesn't beat, Heracross will feed on. Heracross also has the added benefit of having Trailblaze this generation, so it will just kind of be a cool bonus with Mega Heracross where you can click Trailblaze, get a speed boost, and possibly kill everything with Pin Missile, Rock Blast, Close Combat, or Bullet Seeds, whatever Jamal is feeling in that regard. Also has access to Spikes, not that it needs it, because it and Naga both have it, but cool benefit is Rillaboom's Grassy Terrain also benefits off it. I think he has two really good Terras within a legacy perspective.
Yeah, Weavile and Rachi and Raichu, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Rillaboom. I spoke in my piece on Rillaboom. I don't think Terra Rillaboom with Grassy has a counter. I think Terra Weavile is absolutely insane with Knockoff, Pursuit, and Triple Axle. I think it enhances all of its sets. I think you can run Bandit and just get rid of its weakness of Stealth Rock and just like possibly get a Terra Dark and then knock off it's pretty hard. You can run Bandit, Terra Ice, and funny enough, it Okos Fable.
Oh my god.
Axel, I've ran a calc with Megalodios, Bandit, Terra Dark, 90 minimum, and that's with it staying in. So, like,
that's crazy.
And stuff like that. You can run Sword Stance and Terra Fire and blow the fuck up at a Weavile. There's just a lot. I'm Hippo's biggest supporter in that regard. So, because I think the mon's like pretty good bulk wise. Rocker, it's not really passive because you can roll it out. I think it just kind of soft. I think it's just kind of like an anti. It checks like a lot of shit you don't expect. And I actually really like that about it. And Jamal wanted to try it, so.
I love Hippo. I used to use him all the time. Like I think 3 straight 88 goals teams I had Hippo on him just because he's just a reliable ground recovery rocks whirlwind, like you said. Like you don't just get set up on. I like him definitely. I just don't know about like this team specifically. What it does.
I'm like a big Jamal's like one of Blastoise's biggest supporters as a spinner.
I like
Shell Smash is definitely enhanced by the fact of Terrain Pulse with Rillaboom as well. So that's another cool synergy. Kind of wish the Moltres could have been Terra, but it's fine. Moltres is like still a good mod. I was a pretty big supporter of it last gen. I'm probably just as big of a supporter of it this gen. Terra Raichu is just like a cool option. Darkspun is just there to do Darkspun things as a fairy. I'm not going to talk about Jirachi to give James any satisfaction.
Jirachi.
And Cosmoem,
Look
Uh,
at them right next to each other too.
Shut up. I think Cosmova is probably there for Jamal's legendary quest of drafting every legend Pokemon, and I think Cosmova was probably on the list of what he hasn't used.
I think he already did
he,
use
has,
it.
he has my bad. But like,
Did you, or was it Cosmog? I swear to God that you had
he's used
Cosmog.
Cosmog,
Oh,
not
okay.
Cosmo.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then that's real as fuck. Why not Kubfu? True. You do
He
both.
still needs Kung Fu. He's just not, he's just not at that point yet.
All right, everyone. I'm just gonna say it now. Turn your volume to 0 for the next. I'll even put like a little timestamp. Or actually, James is uploading this. Fuck. Damn. Okay. Well, just wait till I move my mouse around on the screen. Okay. So, turn your volume down, James. What do you think about this team?
Yeah, I hate you. I hate you so much.
He block out Jirachi.
I love this team.
Oh,
It's
really?
awesome. No, but what Harris said, like actually looking into this team, I didn't think Harris would talk about it, but I mean it makes sense. But this was something I really loved about it was the fact that Naga's checks all get absolutely destroyed by Heracross, and the pivoting is so good on this team too, with Rachi, Rilla, Naga, and Moltres all there to help pivot into like just insane. Fucking Terra Weavile's absolutely cracked. Those calcs that Harris was saying, and I'm a really, really, really big Mega Cross guy as well. With the boosted Trailblaze in terrain, that's really, really, really cool for it. And you can basically U-turn with Naga for free into Heracross all the time, and you just cause your opponent to go into like a very, very awful cycle of getting in and out of stuff, and then you just have role supporters. I don't mind Hippo at all here. Like it's just a bulky ground that plays role support. You get it in, and like Harris said, it's not passive because you can roll when things out. You toxic, you stealth rocks, and then you can run your EQ or whatever else you want to run there. And then you have the role supporters of another pivot in Blastoise that can also run niche shell smash sets. Moltres is really, really, really good as a bulky pivot as well until you're just insane offense. So I absolutely love this team.
Okay, moving the mouse around for everybody that has had him on mute. We're back. Um, so, yeah,
I
like
hate you. I
it
give
is.
good points.
You make biased points. I mean, I had it
Did
too.
you change my Jamal? Because I put it in all
Yeah,
caps.
because I wanted to all match. All right, because you had
I
you had
hate
like
you.
Omar spelt wrong, and
No, I didn't. I just had Omar.
or yeah, that's right. You had Omar is just Omar, not Omarinator. Someone was spelt wrong, and I had to fix it on this column. Um, I did have it too. I still think this team is really good. Like Naga into Hera, he is correct. Is really fun because like all of your checks are fucking getting obliterated by Hera. So I am looking forward to seeing how Jamal uses this team. I don't know how hard he's trying, like how much he cares about NCL. If he cares, he's one of the best, coaches and players I've played against, and should have a really good shot to win it all.
Jamal will never just like not care about games. I can tell you that. Jamal is definitely not.
Well, like he joined last season, and I didn't know how hard he was really going. I know he tried versus me, when he could have just, if he could have just got hit by Focus Blast,
While it's having fun, he hates losing even more. So like,
I feel him on that. Losing is fucking the worst. I don't want to lose. So, yeah, I mean, if he's trying, then this is scary for sure because Jamal's that guy. But that pretty much wraps it up. I think we now got to everybody's team. Harris, I want to say thank you for taking the time to do this with us and changing schedules about 15 times, but it's fine. It all ended up working out. I know I'm not getting a free game off you. I know, Jamal. It's all right. I'm sure. You know what? This is the season where we have a good game. But James, thank you as well.
Like, I don't think he did.
Thank you as well to James for helping out and doing this with me as per usual. Hopefully we see the NCL Digest return in a weekly fashion. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that'll wrap it up. Thank you for everyone that joined in the chat. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Base Mystery or sub to me on YouTube, Mystery CD, or I think I'll be linked in the description. I don't know.
I'll link you.
And make sure you sub to James Wind Razor. Make sure you follow him on Twitch, the Goat, the Rad Red Goat. Yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitch as well, Mystery CD, and follow Harris on the Smoke On forums because I don't know what other social media he uses. So All right. Peace
All right,
out.
I gotta get going. See
Yeah.
ya, everybody. Nice
Bye.
talking to you, though.